Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll, but what your mama and your daddy don't know won't hurt them, because tonight, the ladies of toxic femininity are gonna rock and roll you like you've never been rocked or rolled before. This, ladies and gentlemen, is toxic femininity, brought to you by Midnight Sage. Andy Dufresne would watch this show. You should watch it too. Oh, here we go. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and chickens if you're watching.
Critters.
Critters of all sizes and ages and fuzzes and whatnots and feathers. Mm-hmm. There you go.
They count.
I think Mandy would appreciate that.
I do very much appreciate that. You forgot scales.
Scale.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Did we say feathers?
I did.
You said feathers.
I don't want to.
I don't like birds. We want to be all inclusive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't like birds. Birds are about
like
useless.
Birds.
No, all they do is
right
pick
the fuck out the window.
No, I mean they pick their food, right, and throw it everywhere, and then they shit everywhere. And there's your pet.
Mandy,
I wasn't a fan of birds since Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I was like,
See?
I don't know about this. I don't know about this bird situation.
Well, exactly. Down here, of course, I've got all kinds of weird birds, right? So I'm driving around and everything. And up north, they have those like Canadian geese that walk around and crap. And
they're disgusting. They're disgusting.
They're vicious too, man.
Like down here, we have these ibis that are like this short with long, weird noses. So now they all walk around and walk in front of your freaking car and look at you like, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Walking here. I'm like, don't make me hit the gas.
The only thing birds are good for is eating.
That's especially fried, right?
Yeah, fried, definitely.
Some of that fried chicken.
Yeah, they're just not. They're just not worth having. They're just not. I'd rather have a fish.
I like fried fish too.
Yeah, fried fish is good.
I like fish tacos.
I like my chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. It's funny you bring up birds, because I had to deal with this yesterday. I saw this shit and I was like. And it's funny you brought up Alfred Hitchcock because that's the first thing I could think of too. Was
how is nobody going to call her for saying fish taco?
I was waiting for it.
I moved past it.
Yeah, I just. That's a lot of poop.
I'm not used to seeing that many seagulls, or as we call them, air rats.
Sky rats.
Sky rats. Yeah, I couldn't even get them all in this picture. There was so many. There was even more than what was here.
I can't decide if like the air rats are like seagulls or pigeons, because pigeons are fucking gross too.
And they were all looking at us like, I'm gonna get you.
I hate pigeons.
Pigeons. Yeah, they just crap and hang around. But seagulls are straight up mean.
They are.
They'll come after you.
Our Walmart gator is eating the pigeons.
Walmart gator.
One time I was at the beach and
that sounds like something out of Florida. Walmart gator got him again.
Well, there's video of a gator. Somebody was in the Everglades flying a drone around and they flew it too close to the water and the gator jumped up and like bit the drone and it smoked. So the gator looks like it's smoking a joint.
Oh my God. That is great.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, some asshole from here, I'm assuming, went to Florida, got a gator and brought it and stuck it in the pond behind Walmart. Now every once in a while that gator comes out and eats birds and attacks people.
That is
it's like the Walmart gator. They won't do anything about it. They're allowing it. So
they probably named it already.
Yeah.
Probably.
What happens when you name it?
one time I was at the beach and there was a bunch of tourists like feeding seagulls. Like they were like throwing bread in the air. And I was like, you're not supposed to do that, man. You were not supposed to do that. And so they ran out of bread. And then the seagulls started attacking their kids because they wanted more bread. So they started like pecking at their heads and stuff. And they're like, oh, like they're trying to get away. And I was like,
you don't feed the bear, right?
Yeah.
I really was trying to not laugh, but
girl, I would have been laughing my ass off.
it was funny.
Reap what you sow.
Like, that's why you don't feed the birds.
Exactly.
Oh, tourists.
Don't feed the birds.
Yeah, they're not worth shit. I'm telling you, birds are they're no good. They're no
Feed
good.
your food. That's right. We've got super chats, lady, but I haven't even introduced y'all yet. So let's do that formally. Of course, I cannot not do this. We have with us the lovely Nina Infinity. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, Tom. It's an amazing night. I was watching Az stream The Witcher for like 6 hours. It was
Did
fantastic.
he do any war cries?
He did. It
love
was epic.
war cries.
It was epic.
Hilarious.
So it's been a good night, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys because it's Monday night. We're gonna talk about some stuff. It's gonna be great. So thank you, everybody. Smash the like.
Absolutely. And we may even have a special guest come in, of course.
Have to wait and see.
Wow.
We're gonna keep that mystery.
If you say so. Keeping the mystery.
Did y'all see my lights just flicker?
Your lights flickered?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Awesome.
We good. They're back.
All right.
And that, of course, is the one, the only, Miss Mandy. How you doing?
Like what? Hey, y'all. I'm over the cold a bit.
Yay!
I think.
All
I'm
right.
still coughing a little bit, but like I said, I'm not going to be held down by this bullshit.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's what I'm talking
Well, there's
about.
only one person who makes everyday summer, and that's Mandy Summers. So there you go.
See?
Yes.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. So, hey, you guys in the chat, how are y'all? I have missed y'all like crazy. Go check out my book, Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter.
Hi,
it is on Indiegogo. Buy my book.
Buy her book. I bought
You guys
her
will
book.
love it.
Buy her book.
Yes, buy my book. You guys will love it. I assure you. Go check it out. Other than that, I'm just so glad to be here tonight. I'm so glad to be with you beautiful women and Tom, who is very handsome, and all of you amazing people in the chat. I'm so glad to be with y'all
I'm feeling
tonight.
very muscular tonight.
You were looking very muscular tonight.
Hey, check that out.
That's just eye candy right there.
It really is. It really is. So hot.
It is.
I have the power of the 80s. Disco. Okay. And last but definitely not least, our mistress of ceremonies, the lady who does everything and anything to keep this show going and even telling me what to do, Miss Lorena Creole. How you doing?
I am doing great, Tom. So glad to be here with you ladies and with our awesome and amazing chat. Thank you guys so much for supporting us, especially with the new time and everything.
Yes.
We got some stuff to talk about, which, will make you laugh, make you cringe, make you cry, but, kick back and have a great
we were
time.
late already on our new time, but for some reason Twitter wouldn't allow us to send the link to Nina. She's like, send the link. It's like, it's right there.
I couldn't see it. It was so weird.
We all just started sending her the link 20 times over.
And then it worked. I finally got yours, Tom. I was like, what the?
Awesome.
Twitter messing with us. So yes, it's Twitter's fault.
I've had that happen. I don't know how many times. So it's nothing new. But yes, we're so glad to have you here, Lorena. And as always, I believe you have put together an awesome show with the ladies for us. So I don't want to take too much time away from that. But we do have some super chats.
Absolutely. You guys are so generous. You start hitting us up with the super chats before we even come on the air.
Yes.
So that is just special.
Such good people.
Yes. So we have Hillis Mallory for $2 who says, holla, y'all.
Holla.
Hey.
Holla back.
I love it.
Let's see. We got. Ain't no holla back, girl. Okay. Lug nuts for $5. Hey, love bug. Big hugs to 3 celestial galactic dreams of desire. Mandy, Lorena, and Nina. Love. Lots of hearts. Keep making every night a true delight. And to Sir Tom, salute.
Salute to you, but they're not celestial. They're not even related at all.
Hey, I'm infinite and celestial.
We could be. How dare you say we're
royal.
not?
That's kind of celestial.
We identify.
Yes.
I identify as celestial.
And now you have to accept it.
I thought it was a totally different word. Moving on. Since that joke went over everybody's head.
It did. I think there's a reason it went over.
Now I want to know.
Oh no!
Good. Y'all just didn't catch it. It's my
wow.
I'm not taking the blame for that one. That was pretty.
Please
good.
put it in the chat because I want to know what I.
I want to know what I meant.
Yeah, I feel really
celestial,
right now.
ancestral. Never mind.
Oh my god! Oh.
Okay. There was a reason that went over my head.
It went over y'all's heads. Yeah.
Damn it, Tom! My mind wasn't even.
I said y'all ain't even related. It's just like y'all are like, what? Fuck you.
Only Tom's brain is in that place right now. We'll get there. We'll get there. The night is young. The night is young.
I won't even say that word with this accent.
That's like
I just won't do it. I won't touch that word with this.
That's my secret. My mind is always in that place. Y'all just don't know it. Like,
oh my god! Give me 2 seconds, and I'm gonna read the next super chat because I am doing something.
No problem.
And have Dark King. Thank you so much for the $2. Says a flick on over to Toxic Femininity for bean tacos, David. Well, I added the baby part.
And then you guys go jumping right into bean flicking. See,
why couldn't it be Lorena reading that one? I should
have. Because I'll probably get hit later on tonight with that one.
It's okay. Another one's coming for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, you know how it goes. I dodge one and then catch the other bullet with my teeth.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this.
Hey, phrasing.
There's so much there. I'm not even gonna. There's a joke in there, but
it's really early to be getting phrasing.
It's too. True. Yeah, I can't. I would take it way over the NC-17 edge already. So I think one joke was bad enough.
That's how we do it on Midnight's Edge.
That's how we roll.
Hey. Well, we have Deranged Lunatic for $1.99. Thank you so very much. Over there. Like what? To the beautiful big, I'm gonna say titty committee.
That's what it. Yeah, that's
it.
Okay.
They're gonna make us go over that NC-17 thing way early. So.
Immediately.
It's okay. Nothing that I'm on's gonna make it under under that anyway. So
we got Polly in the chat. As Naked Fame says, "Hello, Latinx slant."
And Naked Fame.
It's Latino slant, not Latinx. Dark Nopex, he says.
Is his channel back now?
Yes.
Are you back?
He is
yes, he is back.
Good. Very good.
Excellent. Back to business.
Very good. Let's see, Mandy, you have a Naked Fame?
Sure do. Naked Fame for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. According to Hollywood, these ladies don't have an obtainable body type, but Tom and I do. Hello, ladies. Hey, chat. Hi, Tom. Fuck pigeons.
Fuck pigeons.
Yeah.
Fuck pigeons.
Fuck pigeons.
Scurry.
Absolutely.
I love that. Thank you so much for that.
And we had Larry, a name so good you gotta say it twice. Says life is a rock, but the radio rolled me. Hell, Toxic Femininity.
Hey,
thank you so much, Larry.
You know what? I should see if that song was ever in a movie. I like that song. I could play it on Lead Radio. Life is a rock, but the radio rolled me.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you heard like the main part, you probably would.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's probably it. Well, we have Deranged Lunatic again for $1.99. Thank you. They named the Walmart Gator Kmart.
That's good.
Oh, that's funny.
That is good.
I like that.
And his baby is blue light special.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's some good. Yeah, good job.
He does eat the pigeons in the parking lot, though.
That's my boy Blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Blue was a bad motherfucker, though. He was. Blue didn't play around.
Mm-mm.
All right.
It's me, right?
I think so, but we have
we got a new
Thanks,
member.
Rudy, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank
It
you
doesn't
so
say
very
on the thing
much.
here what it is. Let me see.
He is a midnighter. Welcome to
Midnighter. Okay,
Yeah.
well that would be the okay. Well that's over on Midnight's Edge After Dark. I got the level puppy, so we'll give you a minimum effort puppy since that's the same thing over there. There you go. Minimum effort puppy just for you.
There
Thank
you
you, Rudy.
go. There
I
you
love your movie.
I like that movie too.
Welcome, Crimson Fang!
Welcome,
Yay!
Crimson Fang, another midnighter. Welcome.
Yay.
Well, let's see here. I don't want to give you the same thing twice, so I'll give you this one.
They're not people, they're hippies.
I love Cartman.
Very true.
All right,
my
and then
goodness.
what's next, kids?
Stephen Otten, so that'd be
Awesome.
Mandy.
All right, Stephen Otten for $5. Thank you, Love Bug. Hail, Mandy, Nina, Lorena, Tom, Wrenches, and Chat. I'm concerned about the way Dune is being marketed. Should I be worried, or is it just clickbait?
That is a good question. A lot of people I know aren't necessarily worried. I was at first, but with each trailer, especially the most recent trailer, which I saw when I went to go see Shang-Chi, it looks amazing. I would
keep
say,
seeing all the bad reviews.
Yeah,
I think the bad reviews have been from haters, and there's been a couple people that have reviewed it, and I didn't even know who they were, but I went into their
wait. They're like hating on it.
I'll explain myself.
Okay,
because they've never said anything bad about the technical aspects.
Okay,
they're digging to find shit why they don't like it.
Oh,
and
we
I'll
have
tell
an
you why.
example about that on the show.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because this movie is not woke enough for them.
Yeah.
And not only that, it goes against everything that the woke culture stands for. Because I'm not going to get too deep in this because I think Andre has we were having this discussion, so I know how Andre works. Mm-hmm. He's probably going to do a video on this, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But if you look at what the main beats of the story of Dune are about, like instead of the guild being what's his face? The big fat guy. I just forgot his name.
Baron Harkonnen.
Baron Harkonnen, being, bad guys. Make them woke people. And Hollywood telling, the mother, what's her face? In the story.
Lady Jessica,
that she has to produce a daughter, aka a female lead. But instead, what does she do? She produces a male lead. And that pisses everybody off. So of course it's the same kind of story. It's like if Hollywood told you to make a movie with this female lead and you brought them back a movie with the male lead, how would they react?
You know what? These people, and we actually have a story related to it because when I saw it, I said, "You've got to be flipping kidding me!"
Yeah,
trust me, Andre will do it better.
We're definitely talking about it tonight, but I just wanted to finish the thought by saying that I did see a couple of the bad reviews. And I didn't even know who this person was on Twitter, but they were like getting trashed on this review because people were like, "Oh, if you don't like it, that means it's probably a good movie." Like basically, like everyone was like, if you're saying it's shit, it's probably really fucking good. So I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah,
it's having a Streisand effect.
And even like I said, just from seeing the trailer in the theater, I mean, it looked cool on my 50-inch, but seeing it in the theater, it looks absolutely freaking amazing.
Oh, I'm seeing this in IMAX
it looks amazing. And like you said, it's like it seems like they're only picking, like when we get to our story later on, it's like, oh, it's great, but we got this bone to pick with you.
Yeah.
Because we need to find something woke to virtue signal about. So this is what we're gonna die on right now.
And Silver Nova, no, it's not good enough for them.
It's never good enough. It's never good enough.
Alec Campbell, I do want to address this now. The quote that they used from Villeneuve about that headline was like it was like in another language. I can't remember which one, Like it was either Italian or something like that. But then it was interpreted into another language, into English. And yes, if you look at the story beats of the story, Zendaya's character does become a focal point of the last half of the book because Paul falls in love with her and he's the one that she's been dreaming of the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And she's going to help him lead a resistance against the Harkonnens.
Read the freaking book.
Read the book.
I guess I'm low volume. Does that help? Am I a little bit better there now?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Italian, I guess, since Rob Manson, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. So it was like interpreted from an interpretation. And yeah, like if you actually know the story, if you take the one line out of context, you can blow it up real big time. Unless, like you guys said, they get on his ass for the sequel. We'll see. But we got a couple more super chats here, so I don't want to drag this out too long.
And I think it's my turn, right?
So.
The Waltman for $4.99. Thank you so much. Says, so I didn't watch the post-credit scenes for Shang-Chi, or is it Shang-Chi? I don't know what I'm supposed to say anymore.
I just say Shang-Chi, you know.
Okay.
I'm just being honorary. I'm saying
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, but I know that Captain Marvel makes a small appearance and I didn't care for it. I didn't see it.
That must have been after I left because I saw one in the middle of the credits scene that I saw and I was ready to get the heck out. So
yeah, I mean that's the feeling you're gonna get that feeling anytime you see Captain Marvel. It's gonna make you feel like a little dead inside. You know, we've all suffered through it.
Wait. I'm sorry. My brain must have wiped that out on purpose. Yes, she did. Yes, she did show up.
Oh,
she did.
You definitely wiped it out.
I remember the other one. I think I've already seen. But.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, that was yeah. She made an appearance.
Of course she did.
We got Tim on Flip as a new member.
Yay!
He's a midnighter.
Thank you for being a new member.
Here you go, buddy.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
That was awful. That was a random one.
I know, that was mean. Let's give him a better one.
Oh, great Odin's Raven.
Better.
There you go. That's better. That's better.
Thank you.
All right. Then we got Coughtron next, but I think this one's specifically for Mandy.
Okay. Mandy? Buy my buck. Buy pirates, by the way.
Butt pirates? I think it's butt pirates, but
butt pirates. Buy my butt pirate book.
Yeah, probably could put butt pirate together from the chat, I bet.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it was, but
I'm proud of that butt pirate book.
And I think
it's a little much.
I'm getting there, Drew. Where did I do a microaggression? I definitely do macroaggressions. I don't fuck around.
Who's being aggressive? I'll fuck him up. Who's saying it? Is it?
I mean, he's just kidding. It's probably a joke, but yeah. Willie is here as well.
Yes,
hey, Willie.
$4.99. Thank you so very much. On my lunch, glad to catch what I can. Hope you lovely ladies and Tom have a great show. Oh, well, thank you, Willie. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And then we got one from Valiant Renegade.
Hey.
What's going on, Valiant?
Mandy.
Is that
it's me?
Is it? Didn't she just read one, though?
Oh, I just did.
Okay, so then that's Nina. Then we
bounced
around.
Hey, Valiant Renegade, thank you so much for the $20. You're awesome. Perfect end to a great day with some of my favorite ladies kicking back while the YouTube trolls aim to destroy me today on the new video, and I'm loving every minute of it. Have a great show. I'm so looking forward to it. What video did they?
Oh, he did one on
Shang-Chi.
Oh no!
Oh,
wow, Valiant! Wait till they get a load of the one I'm gonna drop.
So you get your power back. You finally get back power, and the first thing you do is go and piss off the SJWs.
Yes!
Yay!
I know that they were destroying Odin too, like because I know he dropped a video about like their true numbers of Shang-Chi, and it's been getting ratioed because all the Marvel crazies have gone and like downvoted his video and stuff, like mass downvoting it. They're nuts.
And then we got Darth Haster, who became a edgelord.
Hey there!
Let's see here. What do we got for an edgelord here? Let's see here. Let's do some Kirk.
Haven't you got any goddamn feelings about that?
I don't know. That one was kind of lame. All right,
I
I can
liked
do
it.
better. I can do better. I can do
Okay.
better.
This house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit. In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
I
You've
love
never
that.
seen Step Brothers?
What? Oh,
No.
Lorena,
Oh my
yeah, you
gosh,
gotta watch
Lorena,
that.
do yourself
I
a
did.
favor.
I did not see.
It
Step
is one of the
Brothers.
funniest movies ever made.
So good. It's one of Will Ferrell's best.
Oh,
Well, that's the thing. Lorena's like, I don't want to watch it. No, I'm just kidding. I was setting up this joke.
Well, I'm not going to, ever. Even if there's a fire.
That's the Step Brothers.
Curtis D of Montana, thank you so much for the $5. Says, hello, Nina, Tom, Mandy, and Miss Lorena Creole. Please look up a 9-year-old gets mask duct taped to face by teacher in Las Vegas. Ooh, I saw that. You sent me the
What?
article.
Are you fucking
Curtis.
kidding me?
Oh,
That's messed up.
Oh,
That's
if that
messed
was
up.
my kid, somebody's getting my foot in their ass.
I would take somebody's
Ooh.
ass. I ain't even joking.
Mhm.
Somebody's ass would be mine by the end of
You
that.
better be glad I don't
Totally.
have no buckshots.
Sometimes I'm really glad I don't have kids right now. It's
Yeah.
not a
I'm
good
glad
time.
mine's out of school already. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
we
I'm not
have,
even going to get deep into that. So anyway.
Nah.
Well, we have Aiken for $7.99 Australian dollars. Thank you so very much for that. Hi there, ladies and Tom. Thank you so much for helping me make my return from 3 weeks leave so much easier. Damn, y'all are firing off quickly. Oh, yeah.
we do.
Aiken.
All cylinders, baby.
Oh,
These
yeah.
ladies waste no time. They're gunslingers. I gotta be quick.
Mhm.
Who next?
Mandy.
Next is Mandy.
All right, we got Christian Coralejo for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. As Clownfish TV stated, the MCU is now superheroes in trouble, with the Eternals being people in spacesuits. Read the uppercase letters to get it.
Oh, I totally agree.
Wait, what? I was like, what?
Okay, the fact that I figured
Okay, I
out
see
before
shit.
Nina
Right.
kind of scares me.
I see shit. So
Shit.
AST MCU. All right, y'all gonna have to do that for
I
me.
was like, there's code in
Shit
here.
and
Now
piss.
I
There's code. There's
Shit and
secret
piss.
code.
Shit and piss.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting pissed.
You got
Yeah.
shit and piss.
Yeah.
Well, that
Okay.
fits. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what the Eternals is going to be.
Crazy.
A shit
That
piss.
is
So,
very
Welcome
inventive.
to the MCU Phase 4.
Welcome to 2021 MCU.
Yeah.
20.
Don't forget your Ovaltine.
Can I turn?
And barf bags too at the same time.
Oh man.
That's why 2021 is 2022 20 part 2 exactly.
Mhm.
Oh wait, is that the next one? I thought it was Valiant.
Did we jump?
No. I don't. Yes, Valiant is first. I think.
Valiant is next, I believe. Hang on.
Valiant Renegade, thank
Well,
you so
either
much
way.
for the $5. Says, and it was purely financial analysis. Math is a stubborn thing.
It's
It
racist.
is.
No, because your feelings are
It's
supposed to
racist.
matter more than math. Don't you know that,
Feelings.
Valiant?
Math don't care about your feelings.
I heard math was Rasa now.
Least of all, math don't give a
It
shit
is.
about your
It
fucking
is.
feelings.
So
Wait. Wait. So all that math I took for engineering, I
Look,
was
if
being
science
racist.
don't care about your
They
feelings.
don't believe women like you exist, Lorena. So they think that people like you, of your complexion, are really dumb and stupid, and they can't.
You
do
would
math.
never be able to.
You would never be able to figure it out.
to.
Oh, see, we've been
It's-
playing y'all for years.
Yeah.
Stupidity hurts.
Mhm.
Science is racist, but if science is racist, then math is 10 times more racist
That's true.
because it's finite.
Mm. Well, we have Neil for $5. Thank you
doing,
so
Neil?
very much, Neil. Got back from Shang-Chi. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't think it was good. Drinker put it well. Too many ideas. Action was neat. Yeah, I'm working on a review for that. I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was, all that great. The action was okay, but if you are an aficionado of kung fu and martial arts movies, not hitting the mark.
Mm.
That's
hearing that.
what
That
I've heard.
sucks. That sucks because I mean I heard Gary destroy it completely and I was like, oh no. Like because you know a part of you like just wants to hold out a little bit of hope that it might be good, you know, you're like, oh maybe, and then like for example, I'm watching What If right now, and the new episode, like the latest episode, was actually really good. Like I was like, wow, this is pretty good Marvel stuff. And it's so bad that they didn't start the series with this newest episode because it would have been so much better. Sorry, what was that, Tom?
I said, didn't Az say that about the last one or the one before that too, or something?
The one before that was also really good. Yes, that's what Az said about the last one as well. Yeah. But like my point though is that it just you hold out a little bit of hope for it to be good, and then people you like are like, no, this is shit. And I mean, the least it could be is a good kung fu movie, and it couldn't even pull that off.
It's kind of like to the point where I said I pretty much went into it with zero expectations and actually went. And, you know, there were normies around, but they were normies based on a reaction. They were more into it being a kung fu movie than it being a Marvel movie.
Interesting.
So that's so you kind of have that part. As far as like martial arts movie, you know, it was in the middle, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I'd go back and watch this before I'd watch Captain Marvel again. Not
you
that
karate,
that's a very
yes, or karate,
bar,
no.
but
You karate, guess so. Just like great.
Oh man.
It's me, right?
Yeah, it's so you, Mandy.
All right, let's see here. Adam Wilford for $10. Wow, thank you so much, Love Bug. Also, Cheney teaches Paul how to live in the desert, and at the same time, both of them fall deeply in love. She even quite deadly fighters in her tribe. I can't wait for Dune. I hope it gets sequels.
Yeah,
I sure as heck wish that it gets sequels, because this is going to be the first part of the book. So like the very first book, it has to have at least a part 2, at least.
I'm hoping it's good.
Did you guys see the other because I know you guys dropped the one video in the thing, but did you guys also see the little behind the scenes featurette? It was like almost 5 minutes long. Oh my god, there's some kick-ass footage in that too, and they talk about each of the characters and shit. Yeah, I don't know why they're not promoting that a little bit more, but it's not even on the Warner Brothers site. I had to find it and I sent it to Andre, but I found it originally on Twitter. So yeah, I retweeted it earlier today. So
I'll have to check that out.
I'm so looking forward to Dune. I mean, really,
it looks cool in some of the shots.
I read the book. You know, I saw the David Lynch movie, which had so many. Well, we only had so much amount of time that I went and read the book to fill in the blanks, and it was just awesome.
Well, yeah, the Lynch one's a whole nother animal.
Sadie Hush.
It's weird, and I freaking love it.
And I just want to say a big shout out to Elaine Nerd Cookies, who's in the chat right now. We're going to be talking about your video soon, and
her ears must have been burning.
Yeah, her ears must have been burning. She says she's eating dinner, so it's going to be fun to listen to us talk about our video, which we are going to.
Absolutely, we're doing that a little bit later on. Well, we have Naked Fame for $2. Thank you so much. Says, what's the weather like? Hey.
I wasn't ready yet.
Hey.
Okay, you want your weather report?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Angry Grandma with another fucking weather report. It's hotter than hell out here.
Hey.
I swear that's gonna be me.
That's what it was like today.
That thing's never getting old.
That's like my favorite now. Yes.
Valiant Renegade, thank you so much for the $10. Says, wait, did I just skip Andy? I'm so sorry.
No, I just went.
Oh, you went? Okay, good. So thank you so much, Valiant. Says, and yes, my high school alma mater. What?
Alma mater.
Okay, thank you. Brother Odin Man Blog Movie Reviews is also catching the trolls today too over honest financial analysis of Shang-Chi from trolls not even watching the video. Yeah, I heard.
They never watch the video. They just get triggered off of the
shit. I even know people in our circles who do that shit. I'm not going to name names, but anyway.
Lazy. That's lazy. Mexican Iron Man for $15. Gracias, mi amor. Hail Team Midnight's Edge. Go team. I report in that I went to see Shang-Chi. I tried to stay until the end, but walked out. They lost me at rabbit chicken. I just couldn't stay till the end. Nope. Oh, you mean the headless
Rabbit
footstool chicken with the wings?
What? This is very
I-
confusing
Yes,
to
I
people
am
who have
rabbit
not
chicken.
seen the movie.
Oh wow, I'm so
Yeah,
glad I didn't go
there's
see
a headless
this.
rabbit chicken in the movie.
With 2 butts on it.
The frig, man. What's going on over there at
Andre
Marvel?
described it as
People
a headless
need to
snarf.
People need to
headless
stop
what?
doing crack.
Snarf. Like snarf, snarf.
Snarf.
From Wildcats. Thundercats. Jesus Christ.
It just looked like
Let it
it just
go.
looked like a 2-butted footstool with wings on
Two-butted
it.
footstool.
It did. I didn't know what
Footstools don't have butts, Lorena.
I'm like, I don't know what the heck
Newsflash.
that thing is. I thought it got decapitated or something.
Who's
No.
doing meth over at Disney? Put down the crack pipe.
I
Oh
will
my
say,
gosh.
I'll put it this way. I felt more emotion for the 2-butted footstool than I did for Shang-Chi.
What? What?
Well, since we have Mexican Iron Man's thing up here, our good buddy
You have his
Douglas
thing up
Nelson
here?
set this up here.
Phrasing, Tom. Jesus.
Uh,
That's exactly what the
Oh
frick
my
That's it. That's the
God.
That's it. The wings, just imagine like iridescent sparkle on the wings and nailed it.
What the
is
fuck am I
this?
looking at?
Yeah, what
That's
the
it.
frig
That's
am I
it.
looking? What the fuck?
Is
Yeah,
it
I
like
got
a
little
pet?
bit better picture of it, I think.
What does it do?
Well,
Does
it's
it do?
actually Slatterly's pet or whatever. the hell
Yeah,
it is.
it's a mythical pet that misses its home.
Well, Mexican
Not
Iron
its
Man
head.
is
It's fine
actually
with missing the head. It misses its home, not its head.
well, Mexican Iron Man's actually working on the sequel right now to Shang-Chi. I didn't know you guys if you knew this or not.
I
Oh,
did not.
no.
I did not
Yeah,
know
it's
this.
called Shang-Chi 2 and the Legend of the Rabbit Chickens.
Oh,
Now that I'd go see.
you know,
That
I
would go
might
see.
be really interested to seeing this movie.
yeah.
Whatever you do, don't feed them after oh, never mind. They have no mouth.
That's-
You
that's
need
not
the
a mouth
lion in the background eating them one at a time.
How does the thing eat? Do you got to shove it up his ass?
Probably.
But
I've
Without a
seen
head,
that
how-
episode of South Park.
God damn it.
Oh,
Classy,
crap.
Disney. So classy.
I just
Yeah.
could, you know what? It's something else when the CGI characters are more interesting than the. Okay, I'm not gonna get into my review right
All
here.
right, wait. Are these okay? Because I see people in the chat want to know too. If this shit really in the fucking movie, or y'all just like
Yes,
Yes.
it is. in
Yeah.
the freaking
It is not
movie.
only in the movie, it is
It's
definitely in the movie.
Oh my God.
Oh no! Oh no!
When I saw
Wow.
it, I looked like this. I'm like, what? It's a what? You do a mythical creature, and that's what you come up with. What the heck? I
Is
miss
it-
it
wait,
when
wait.
Hollywood was doing coke.
Is it like compared to, because I haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker, but I heard that there's some sort of weird engineer there that like doesn't have any arms or something, or I don't know. What
Oh,
was
you
the
mean
engineer?
the male
Oh,
appendage monster? Is
Yeah,
Talking
that
about
thing.
from The Last Jedi?
Not The Last Jedi, the next one, The Rise of
First
Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The Wiener Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
one.
like that. Something like that. Is it like akin to that? Because I heard about that too.
It's not as phallic as that, but
I love that's where you went, Lorena. I would have went from what I heard. It's not like that so much as it is like baby Groot kind of thing, but whatever.
Oh,
Like, it's
okay.
yeah,
comedy
you
and
know,
everything.
it's great for merchandising.
Yeah.
You just stuff a headless pillow with,
Yeah.
you
Who
know,
wants
fairy
that? That's
wings on the back and, you know, 2 butts on the outside.
Furries be furrying. I don't know.
that sounds creepy.
It's
It is-
true.
It's freaking creepy.
I don't
They
know.
Somebody's
should-
gonna have
they
sex
should-
with that.
it looks weirder than a jackalope. They should have stuck
Yeah,
with
jackalopes have
dragons and
heads.
lions. They should have freaking stuck with that.
Yeah, whatever
Jackalopes
happened to
have
dragons? I'm confused.
Well,
about
there is a
that.
dragon in the
There's
movie
a
too, isn't
dragon.
there?
There's a dragon and there's 2 lions. They looked cool.
A
The
dragon.
CGI on the
Dragon.
lions look freaking awesome.
I swear
the
I
dragon
saw
is
a
cool.
dragon.
Let's see, whose turn is it?
I'm not sure.
I already
I have
did.
no
I
idea
think it's
anymore.
Mandy because I already
Okay.
went.
Mandy hasn't
Okay.
gone in a while.
Coughtron for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Headless snarf freaks me out. got the Marvel's Katie figure on discount, immediately threw out that abomination that was included.
It does
That's
look
for the
like
best.
a freaking abomination.
Okay, wait. Can someone explain this Marvel's Katie thing to me? Is that like supposed to be Shang-Chi's sister or
I
something?
think so. Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
And she's
Yeah.
better than him because she learned
Yes.
like Splinter did.
Is her name
Yeah.
actually Katie, or is that something people are making fun of?
I don't know. I never read
I
Shang-Chi.
don't know. I think it's Katie. I'm fucking sure.
I think that's her English name. It's not
Oh,
her,
okay.
it's
Okay.
not her Chinese name.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't
It's
seen the
her-
movie. I was gonna go
her-
watch the movie, but I ended up buying a couch
I
instead.
think it's her English.
Oh, that's dude, Tom. That's a much better
Nice.
purchase.
Yeah,
Come on.
Much better purchase.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Somebody finally did it right. This
Dude.
morning, the boys fucked that joke up.
What?
Nina got it. They all said it to me in person, like before the show. I'm like, yeah, I was gonna go yesterday, drove an hour to go see it, and I ended up deciding to say fuck it and go bought a couch instead. And they all said the same thing you said until they got to the show. So we're live on the show, and I sit here and I said, yeah, I went to go see Shang-Chi, but instead I went and got a couch, setting everybody up on the panel for any one of them to make that crack. And none of them did. They just sat there in silence. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Right? Damn.
Set you up and you just let it go by.
You know they planned that, right?
Probably
Oh,
just to make me look like an
definitely,
asshole.
definitely. Messing
This
with
morning
you.
I felt like everybody was just trying to make me look like an asshole.
Oh my gosh.
The chat is saying that Katie was the annoying friend, not the sister.
Oh, is that like Aquafina then?
Aquafina's
I
action
thought-
figure.
Oh,
Oh.
that chick. Well, yeah, but that was her English name, not her Chinese, not her.
I
Chinese
like
name.
how Lorena's seen the movie and she's like, "What? Katie Aquafina? Oh, okay."
Yeah,
That's
see,
how
there's
memorable this movie
certain
was.
Things that I like wiped out. Oh yeah. Like I say, I remember the mythical creatures. I remember Michelle Yeoh because Michelle Yeoh was on freaking point. Okay.
Well, you remember this weird ass abomination of two butt stool. There's no
Because you
forgetting
ain't-
something like
because,
that.
Yeah, you're not going to forget that. And I
No.
stand by at some point, somebody's going to have sex with that.
Oh,
I'm telling
God.
you right now, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I saw it over.
Hey man, Raylos are weird, so there's gonna
What
be
I
some
mean.
sort of shipping going on with that thing. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm just putting it out there.
That'll be on Deviant Art. I bet.
Oh gosh,
Hell, I
Just-
may doodle
That's
that
why
up myself.
that's why it's called deviant art.
I may have to just doodle me something.
Hey, Mandy
Sutra.
Sutra thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we will do that at the end of the show, you guys. So
Mandy
stick
Sutra.
around and I will teach you how
Is
to
it gonna be-
please the ladies.
Maybe you should call it the two butt stool sutra.
The two butt stool move.
AKA
That's what
the
it
rabbit
is.
chicken.
I want credit for that.
Two butt
You
stool
got
move.
credit. You got credit, love.
All right.
All right,
Got it.
perfect.
Right.
I think we're on the next
you are
one.
Next.
Oh, yeah.
That is you, Nina.
Is it?
Commander at Strecker.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you, Commander Ed Stryker of Shadow. Thank you so much for the $2. Says Marvel is learning LSD plus woke socialism don't mix.
They are
Yeah,
not
no kidding,
cool
right?
enough. They are not cool enough to do LSD.
Nah.
They probably
No.
Because
more
if they
creative
did, they'd be more fucking creative.
Exactly.
They'd
Yeah.
come up with better than butt stool Birdman.
They're doing meth over there, man. There's no creativity going on. over
Nah,
there. It's all
nah.
meth.
Nah, just saying words.
Yeah, LSD expands your mind. Meth is what they would be doing, like Nina
Yeah.
says.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad but true.
Mhm. So we have Curtis D of Montana for $5. Thank you so very much. If you are looking for a good fun movie to watch, see Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. It is a Clint Eastwood, Jeff Bridges movie filmed in Montana on Amazon Prime.
Ooh,
I like both of those guys, so I'm gonna
Okay.
I like
check
that.
out.
I will definitely. check that out.
Thunderbutt? Did you say Thunderbutt?
No, Thunderbolt.
Oh, Thunderbutt. I thought you said
Thunderbolt and
Thunderbutt.
Lightfoot.
Oh,
That's on your
Oh
mind,
yeah, it's got
Mandy.
Jeff Bridges. That's got a
It's
very
got a
sad
s-
ending. I'm not
stuck
going
on
to
the
spoil it though. It's a good movie.
Two, but
Goddamn pen.
yeah, I will have to check that out. That I love both those guys. So
I don't
check
like
that
the
one
ending, but the movie's good.
out. Okay.
I'll check that out.
Okay, Mandy,
Really
you're up
young
next.
Jeff.
Oh, it's
Bridges
me,
in
isn't it?
Mhm.
I'm so sorry. I left the little area.
No,
And now I
it's
gotta
okay.
find. There it is.
No, it's
Hillis
on-
Mallory for $2. Thank you so much, Love Bug.
Mhm.
And Trevor is the only one who understands it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Trevor was the token white guy in the movie.
No, believe it or not, since we're being shadow banned, probably I'm actually able to keep up with things tonight so far. So
Oh man.
But yeah, that's my understanding too, is that Trevor is the only one who can hear whatever it's saying.
Yeah, he's the only one who can understand it.
Diego Flores, thank you so much for the 10. What is that? Peruvian
Woolly bullies.
Thank you. Woolly bullies. Okay, perfect. Thank you. But also what Tom said. As Nina says, Hollywood needs to stop with with the crystal and go back to China White, or find Jesus.
Yeah.
If you please, Mandy, go ahead.
Y'all need Jesus.
YouTube doesn't let me use the exact words.
I'll tell you what, I've done so much cocaine, I've seen Jesus twice in concert.
Tom kills me every time with that.
Man.
He's got one more thing to say. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Congo. Thank you.
I knew that was coming.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, that's good
Well,
stuff.
we have Naked Fame for $2. Thank you so very much for that. The mythical animal should have been dick butt.
Dick butt.
No.
I'm glad that Lorena got this one.
Dick butt.
I understand, but
what about dick butt kiss?
it wouldn't have fit the aesthetics.
Oh my.
Just
my
saying.
goodness.
It's true.
I would have enjoyed it more.
Of course.
Let's see. Curtis D of Montana for $2. Thank you so much, Love Bug.
He's
The headless.
jacked. Look at that. Holy shit.
He is. The headless chicken is a bath salt nightmare. You were so that's what it is. It ain't even meth. It's bath salts.
It's true. It is bath salts.
Yeah, you don't come up with it after meth.
And we got 16-bit mascot. Thank you so much for the tree fitty. Says you ladies are fired tonight. Love y'all. Hail chat.
Thank you.
Thank you, 16-bit mascot.
I think that's a perfect place for me to scurry into the back. What do you think? What do you think? Get on topic. Get on topic.
Well, ladies, do you guys remember when we were watching this particular video here? We'll just run it for the folks who didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh, yes.
This is from Politizoid. Now, it's funny because there's so many little truth bombs, in here with respect to Disney. And of course, there's Reimagine Tomorrow. So we're in Reimagine Tomorrowland, right? With the education camps and, equitable admission, and all of that. POC, BIPOC, the oppression hall
The
of fame.
LeBron one killed me. I love the LeBron one. He's always on the floor.
I know. And of course, we have Lincoln here, which we got him. They demonize him, and then let's see.
Well, I thought he was the only good white person in history ever. I thought nobody else has ever done anything.
No, they hate him.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, they hate him.
Why? What the fuck did Abe do?
He's white.
Yeah.
Oh well, I just said that though.
This one kills me. Like,
a lot
the
of
Wuhan
people.
Institute of Virology, and they're like playing volleyball.
And there's Mulan, because they filmed it right next to, the Uyghur labor camp, and then thanked them for letting them film there. There you go, rest in the pastors. And,
yes. Hand over
That's
the
right.
Hand
Give her your
over.
castle.
Oh my God, the poor Mexican kid.
All and over the fence.
Look at him.
Oh, that's so racist.
And like I said, still, if they wanted to be authentic, that Molotov cocktail should be able to drop into your boat.
And make some fire up around the boat.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the fists over there should be going like this.
Yeah.
Like Mickey's fist.
Yeah. Up and down. Yeah. See, acknowledge your impact biases. Donald says you have to do that. And throwing out the statue of
hey, you gotta topple them statues of white people.
Got to freaking do that. Well, we can laugh at that as much as we want, but guess what, people?
There's a real one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Disney
was
saw
like-
that.
Yeah, Disney was
Hold my
like,
beer.
exactly, hold my beer.
Yeah, Disney had a hold my beer moment, and they really want, when you guys are watching this, if you have not seen it before, we want this to open you guys' minds, right? That's what Disney wanted with this. They want you to see things from a different perspective.
Prepare yourselves because
Kiki Hideout just sent in a 50
Oh
Pesos.
my gosh. 50 pesos.
Pesos.
I just want to read it now because I have a feeling this is what Kiki is referring to.
Yeah.
Have you, lovely ladies, seen the dreadful new woke Disney ad? Well, Kiki, kick back and relax and grab your popcorn. Here we
are
go.
About to set this thing on fire. Okay, so of course we're going to start out with a black kid in a semi sort of kind of sketchy neighborhood.
What if the world saw me the way I see me?
Oh God.
But a kid.
No. Okay, so not as a criminal, but a kid.
And he's got the hoodie.
Is this an Asian guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Asian dude in the park playing chess. That is so on the nose.
So you're basically going to set it up as if every time a black kid shows up, and more specifically a black boy, that others see him as a threat.
And if you rewind it back, because they throw that hoodie thing back, we know what that hoodie thing is about.
Exactly what that's about.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, it's like there's nothing absolutely wrong or prejudging.
Back it up even more because they were trying to make it look like, first of all, didn't he pull that? Yeah, he pulled that out of his pocket.
He pulled out the clock.
He was trying to make it look like he was going to pull out a gun.
Exactly.
He's approaching this old man to go and rob him or something, and it's like, oh no, it's a clock, and the black kid's smart, and he's going to play chess with a Chinese dude.
I saw this movie. Isn't it called what's it called? It's got the guy in it where he plays chess and he's the kid and then he's black. So they already did this story.
Goodwill Hunting?
No, the other.
No, that was a white guy.
It was another one.
Forrester or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Finding Forrester, yeah,
because they did that. It's interesting because there was a PSA a couple of years ago that basically showed black kids going into a convenience store, and they basically said not all black kids are criminals, so let's remember that. The kid reached into his jacket like he was getting something, and he got money to put on the counter for what he was buying. And it's like, okay, that's not gaslighting people at all, is it?
I mean, when they make these assumptions like this, when they do this shit, do they not realize they are the only ones that think like this, and the rest of us are looking at this shit like, oh my God, you racist motherfuckers? Because that's what I said. I don't see, when it first showed the little boy, I thought, oh, he's adorable. Look at how cute
That's
he
what
is.
I thought too.
That's what I thought. I didn't think criminal.
Boy,
I didn't. He's adorable.
Running around,
playing football
like kids do.
Yeah.
I see plenty of kids, black and white kids that way. What
was that, Tom? I didn't hear you.
Did you
I
say
Bobby Fischer? And then I said, yeah, but I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, you said Bobby Fischer. Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Don't matter. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen, and we're only 4 seconds into this shit.
It only takes 4 seconds for them to offend.
4 seconds, and your girl already saw the setup for it's set at second 2. Because you see exactly where they're going with it, just with the projection. So black kid takes the hoodie off, so it's Asian guy. So are you saying that Asians have prejudgments against black kids?
That's exactly what they're saying.
I didn't even catch that. Yeah. You're right.
And the reason why is they're stoking a lot of that division, because in a lot of inner cities, we'll just say, I'll give Philadelphia as an example because that's near where I lived at. And there are a lot of businesses, especially in the inner city, that are owned by Koreans. it's like a cultural thing with the way that they build, the way that they build businesses with mutual money pooled together, and they all buy businesses and stuff like that. And there is strife between those two communities. Some people in the Black community think that Koreans are just being given money to come into the neighborhoods, which is not true. And then you have some Asians that believe the stereotypes are on television about Black people. So there is a valid perception out there about that. However, the reality is
it's called Do the Right Thing.
Exactly. People just live, how they live. They all get along for the most part. You're always going to have 20% of a-holes that are going to act that way. But we're not talking about that. 80% of the people, they just get along. So it's very disingenuous on Disney's part to try and stoke that.
That's all they do.
Asian and Black.
Oh, that's
really disgusting.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, Kamran, how you doing?
Hey,
I've got three lovely ladies, and
never mind.
What is that? Tom had a thing. What was Tom's thing?
Oh, you gotta say this.
He's got muscles.
Wouldn't let me, so I'm just gonna go to the back.
Okay, go ahead.
Tom,
well, I will say, I saw Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, harking back to an earlier part of the stream. I saw it as a little kid in Pakistan.
Did you really?
Wow.
It was a very popular film in Pakistan. Yes.
How cool.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood is a big star there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
I gotta watch this movie. There's so many good.
I mean,
I'm really curious
I was
to
a little
know,
bit more excited when it was Thunderbutt, but
I'm sure there was a 70s Thunderbutt version in the other industry. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I have to look that one up.
I'm curious to know what Kamran's gonna say about the Muslim guy's house.
Yeah.
Wait, what Muslim?
Yeah, we're gonna back up a little bit. Okay. So this is the Reimagine Tomorrow cringe ad.
Have you seen this yet, Kamran?
I have not.
Okay.
You're gonna have to check this out because I do not believe that it's a coincidence that they dropped this the same week that Shang-Chi.
Okay, so this is all like Disney stuff. All right, okay.
Yeah. So this is Reimagine Tomorrow. Remember that critical race theory program, which they're like basically, we got busted. We're not really. We're gonna.
Yeah. So they've repackaged it.
They basically repackaged it and brought it back. So this is the commercial that they released on Twitter. So we only EFAP'd like the first 4 seconds.
The world saw me the way I see me.
Not as a criminal, but a kid.
So they're basically stoking, you got the Asian on Black strife here.
Yeah, you got
that they're disgustingly going for. But yeah, here comes the next part. You came in the perfect part, Kamran.
Not a foreigner, but a father.
Not a foreigner, but a father. What the hell's up with the CCTV cam in his own house? Why does he look like some sort of robber? Like I don't understand any of
the same reason they showed the Black kid acting like he was about to pull something out.
He looks like a grandfather.
Yeah.
They have to go out of their way to make these fuckers look threatening because the shit they're making up is bullshit.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Look, he looks all confused and he's like, "What, is somebody home? Like I'm here robbing the place." Like he just looks totally, I don't know.
What are they trying to say?
Yeah, exactly. What are they trying to say?
Surveillance?
Well, the thing is this. Here, look. Okay, so they've got this little old dude with a kufi thing going on, right?
Yeah.
He ain't no threat. He ain't exactly a threat. And so the stereotypes that I've had to deal with isn't this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they've got this guy who's just basically there, little old man who's like, "Don't fear me as a Muslim." I'm like, that ain't the Muslim these guys are afraid of, buddy. So I don't know what your story is.
No,
I don't know why this isn't even here.
That's what I'm getting at. They're trying to go out of their way to make these people look threatening when they wouldn't normally anyway. That's my whole point. Like Classy Garada Nictu says here, they're trying to insinuate he's under surveillance.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like the Black kid was like pulling out the
here's a little clue. Yeah. We're all under NSA surveillance. Edward Snowden proved that. That's all of us. You all joined the Muslim club right there.
Exactly. They set them up to look like this, and then when you look at it, like, what the fuck's in his pocket? Because he's looking kind of shady. What the fuck's he looking at? Then, you're racist. See, your mind went straight to that. But it did that because they set it up to be like that. If I saw this guy in a Walmart, I wouldn't think a fucking thing. I just not a word.
Exactly it. And that kid, that African American kid they had, who was like for a second the Asian dude's threatened and is all friendly with him. That kid don't look threatening to me. That kid looks like any other African American kid I went to school with.
Yeah, it looks no different. It looks no different.
It's just a kid. They're hanging out with probably his chess mentor. It's like it's not out of the ordinary, but they make it seem like it's something so threatening. Like, oh, guess what? Surprise! This is actually what happens. This happens all the time.
Yeah.
This is not something threatening, but yet you want to make it into something threatening. You want to stoke Asian versus Black hate, and then say, you're racist for thinking that, and then. Gentlemen like this guy, I would see like all the time when I worked at the Y.
He's the guy who at Ben Kebab place. I mean, this is a normal dude in your mall.
The guy at the gas station. He's like, you went to school with my daughter. I'm like, yeah, I did. How they doing?
Well, the other thing, notice this. They have I'm a father. I'm like, this dude looks like great grandpa here.
He looks like grandpa.
Why is he having a like 8-year-old kid? I think that's his grandkid.
Also, his daughter or whatever is not wearing any hijab, so he's a very
Now, this dude's got the kufi thing going on, but it's whatever. I mean, and as you know, hijab ain't that common. Certainly not in America. My mom's don't wear it, whatever. But it's all like these weirdo. Like they put this dude as sort of like traditional dude. But his, like, daughter, granddaughter isn't. It's just all mishmash, unthought of.
Yeah.
I don't like how they set it up to kind of say, oh, well, you're it's like they set it up to accuse you of racism.
They do. That's exactly what they done. That is
nobody seeing these images and thinking the things they're thinking. It's their projections onto us. You see, that's Hollywood in a nutshell. Hollywood people, I know people in Hollywood that would see that African American kid walk in their neighborhood and they would get threatened. I would see them looking at this guy with his kufi thing going on and with his little granddaughter thing. That's probably his child bride. That's what they're thinking, right?
Yeah.
People in Hollywood think like that.
Yeah.
But that's not the rest of the world. And that shows just how fucked up things are in Hollywood. Because replace all of these characters with white people. If I saw a white kid with a hoodie on, reaching in his pocket for a second, I'd probably look and be like, the fuck's in his pocket? But then I'd go on about it. And it doesn't matter what color you are. If you're doing some weird shit, I'm probably going to look over there.
To get political, if you look at all these Antifa dudes and these BLM dudes, they're all these shifty white kids in hoodies that I wouldn't want in my neighborhood.
Exactly.
And you look at these kids, I don't want these kids in my neighborhood, and they're all white kids. I'm like, these kids
they burn stuff down and they leave, and then the Black neighborhoods have to deal with the fallout from that. But no one talks about that part.
It's like this, when some of these idiots started trying to co-opt Malcolm X's image, I get really upset about that because I'm like, you guys, Malcolm X, remember when all the cities were burned down last year? Remember what happened to him? Extremists burned down his house with his children inside. He had to get his daughters out. I mean, so he ain't exactly be like, let's burn down Black businesses.
No, he would not.
He tried to kill his family and firebombed his house.
No, and he wouldn't play into. I've read what he said about the SJWs. He actually fought with them harder than almost anybody else against that kind of mentality.
It was the moment that he started becoming a universalist and let go of sort of racial, issues in his own mind. It was the SJW said this guy's a real threat. Boom, it took him out.
Yeah,
it wasn't a white dude that took him out. It was people like this guy's a real threat. If he starts getting into the public with this anti-SJW stuff.
Exactly. He wouldn't be playing this shit. So why call his name like he would? He would not be. He wouldn't be out on the street burning down Black businesses.
His daughters actually came out in the last couple of years because a lot of sort of like some of the more edgier hip hop guys, who have a pretty negative message, have been trying to co-opt his image in their albums, or whatever. And they're like, hey, he wouldn't support this crap, this lyrics. You think he'd support this stuff? He was a family man who supported traditional values, belief in God, support your wife and children. You think he'd support this, this crap with hose stuff they put in the lyrics? They said, take my father's picture off your album. That's
near the end of his life, like he kind of went towards what Martin Luther King was talking about because he started to realize that his method wasn't quite working out.
He realized basically that the Nation of Islam, what he was in, that was not true. That was not true.
That was
Islam.
Exactly. And he renounced racial separatism. What he never renounced was traditional conservative values.
Exactly.
He's still out there saying, don't drink, don't do drugs, be a good father to your children, don't take welfare. He said that to the moment they shot him.
Yep.
Exactly.
They didn't like
But
that. I
these
remember
guys aren't reading that shit. They're not studying who Malcolm X is. They just
No.
know.
Well, they don't want anybody to study truly who he is. I mean, they'll
Exactly.
talk about, they'll talk about Alex Haley, they'll talk about Martin Luther King, but they won't talk about Malcolm X. And one of the most profound things that I remember about Malcolm X is I believe Malcolm X told Alex Haley he felt he wasn't going to live to see his autobiography in print.
Yeah.
They took him out because he was against the narrative.
Well, that famous image that we've seen, of him Malcolm X standing with a rifle at a window.
Yeah.
People don't know that image. That image is him protecting his daughters because leftist extremists, when he had renounced the racism, leftist extremists said, we're going to kill you and your children. So, and the cop said, good luck to you, buddy. Hope it works out for you. So he had to stand with a rifle all night long in front of his daughter's window to keep her alive because nobody else was protecting him when the extremist leftists were coming for him.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been repeating over and over again. Like history repeats itself. So it's just
It does. And if you ever, it's like if you pay attention, if you listen and you look at the minorities who are just like, no, we're not dealing with this narrative, you'll notice leftists will start calling them everything but a child of God because
they will use
dare
you. Twitter. They're using the N-word on any black person that doesn't go with this. And they're using the worst racist demagoguery that I can't believe is being said in 2021. I can't believe they're saying this to a black person.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Because you lose your humanity once you go against that. Once you do that, you are no longer human, and you are basically just a thing. And they feel entitled to say whatever it is that they want to say.
But the amazing thing is the automatic thing they say is the stuff, the deep, ugly racism, the language that they are saying white people are using.
Oh yeah,
inside of them, it comes out the moment they're challenged. It just comes out. So that's who they are.
Exactly. Oh, this gets better. Hang on.
More stuff in this thing.
Yeah, but we're only 11 seconds.
With the child bride or whatever's going on here. So.
Not bossy, but boss.
So cringe.
Okay, so there's the honky of the show right there.
But it's a white woman.
Not
any white woman.
Yeah, exactly. There's the Karen. There's the Karen of the group.
Karen with red hair, though.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
But that's really rare.
Yeah, they want to keep it.
It's odd they let the redhead do it, but
is it real redhead or like because all the cool kids now have like multicolored hair.
No, she looks like a legit redhead.
Yeah.
I think so.
I got a thing for redheads, so I'm okay.
I mean, she probably has had her hair dyed, but she's not like crazy red. I don't know.
Yeah, but she's trying to let y'all know I'm not really a bitch. I'm a boss bitch. So
exactly. So
that's so much better.
Recognize,
Thank you, Disney. Thank you. I needed to know where.
Oh, wait. So this is Kathleen Kennedy. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, she's.
I got it.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy's a redhead, isn't she? Reddish.
I think so.
Reddish, yeah.
She's reddish, yeah, like
reddish.
Like strawberry blonde. I guess.
This is some ad done. I don't think anybody at Disney even saw this. This is some ad done by some cringe like advertising company that just took a buck and said, "Here you go." I mean, this is like.
I'm sure they saw it, Kamran. They don't post stuff they don't like look at.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure they thought this is the message, right? Whatever. You did it perfect. I mean, this is.
Well, it is their message.
This is their
message. It's been their message in their movies.
Yeah. Their message is we are racist as fuck, so we automatically assume y'all must be too. We're all just a bunch of racists, right? So we're going to try to fix that when the problem is they're fucking racist because no one else thinks like this. So,
all right, look, I've had a lot of female bosses in this industry. The ones that have been incredibly effective, the ones that are just bosses and they don't even think about the fact, are you calling me bossy? The ones who think like this are the ones that are just ineffective managers because they already have a persecution complex and they come in ready, like, oh, you don't trust me because I'm a woman. I'm like, boss, that's in your head. I'm just looking that the work isn't being done properly. And it's because I'm a woman. I'm like, no, boss, the work isn't being done. We need to adjust this. It's like, and the ones who are not even thinking about these issues are the ones who are competently managing everything.
Because no one has time to worry about that. Oh, it's because I'm a woman. Because you're too busy trying to get done what needs to get done.
Exactly.
And it's like I've told some people some of the most supportive people to my career have been men, and some of the most saboteur type of people have been women.
Women are horrible.
Women are
fucking monsters.
Some of them can be
vicious.
Absolutely, like absolutely vicious. And it's just like, you know what? I'm too busy trying to get done what I need to get done. Judge me on my merit. That's it. Because I think I want to say a couple of months ago, or maybe last year, this whole campaign about teaching girls that the term bossy is like, I've been told that I'm bossy because I'm asserting myself. It's just like, no, that's not what it's about. Don't tell
chances
a girl
are
that's bossy.
Chances are, if you're being told you're bossy, it's because you're a bossy fuck and nobody wants to work with you because your attitude towards the people are
bossy men who are micromanagers. That's the way you know it. The bossy thing is people who are insecure micromanagers. That's what it refers to. Right. And I've worked with people of both sexes. Notice I no longer use the term gender because I don't know what the word means anymore. So I'll just use sex, right? I don't know what the word means. So I've worked with people of both sexes who are bossy, who because they're insecure and they're micromanaging because they're not secure.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm just gonna share this real quick. This was posted by Jane Theory when this video, and let's just remember who we're talking about, right?
Look which one of these is not like the other?
Yeah, exactly. Jane's response to this video was this you Disney, this is what we all know. This is what Disney's been about.
Totally the hypocrisy. They took out John Boyega, and if you remember, shrunk him down so he was barely recognizable. If you've ever seen the movie posters for Black Panther,
that's the other one.
The one that was in the U.S. and the one that was in China, they had his face covered.
Oh, so he was wearing the mask? So you couldn't actually see his okay.
No, you couldn't see his face, and his mask didn't even look like the Black Panther.
It didn't. It just looked like some nondescript.
I'm gonna pull it up one second.
Whatever. It was just ridiculous.
That's Disney.
They're just, it's funny.
Why do they keep doing this? We got fucking memories, you turd burglars. We know.
Because they think that people have very, very, very short memories. And they think
ridiculous.
They really
do. This is for internal consumption. This is for the industry. This is virtue signaling for people like me. This isn't for the public. We're all on message here. Remember, everybody?
It's not even that we have short memories or whatever. Like, dude, it's like the internet is forever. Okay. Even if we forget, somebody will remember on the internet. This was the Black Panther one. I just pull it up. Right now
so this is the one for Black Panther. Now,
what is that?
He was wearing his Black Panther mask, so we knew it was Black Panther. I mean, people would kind of raise his eyebrow, but it's kind of like,
he kind of looks like he's wearing a scuba thing, and
like a gas mask or something.
It doesn't make any sense.
This is not Black Panther.
What's that video game creature that's got the big nose? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hubert, one with the big nozzle nose.
Hubert.
Yeah, it's like Hubert.
Yeah,
it's like Black Hubert.
Oh my god!
It's like they couldn't even put Black Panther's mask on it. That's how racist these people are. This is so messed up.
Yeah, they said no, we don't want to see his face. Disney said okay.
Cover him up. Photoshop something over, and then they come out with this, and
then they come out with it.
Kidding me.
Yeah, and this is so disingenuous. It's like
it really is. It really is.
Kind of like Kamran is saying, it's like this is for the internal people to get the memo. So is it that they don't care I'm pretty sure they don't care what the masses think, because usually in Hollywood they usually don't care what the flyover.
No, this is not true. Well, but this refers to something. We got Mandy read my script on the Ottomans, which we're out with right now, and I think I told a story earlier about on how the one pitch that went disastrous was when one of these execs was sitting there and she figured out that this wasn't going to be a story about Xena, warrior princess, fighting the Ottoman Sultan. This is about a woman who's enslaved and put in a harem and uses her wiles to survive and become the queen, right? And when she figured out it was about those kind of dynamics, her body language went like this. And I can tell you the exact moment when her body went like that. Or when I started talking about how our heroine, Alexandra, when she realizes it's the other women in the harem that are the threat. They are the ones who don't like her and see her as a threat to the system. So it's not even the men that are the enemies, it's the women that are the adversaries.
So, Kamran, what you're telling me though, is that you went and talked to a boss bitch. This is who you talk to.
It was a little bit like this, you know. and then when her body went like this, her like male underlings who were like really engaged were like, oh, okay, boss don't like it.
Never mind. Yeah, pull it back. Pull back that excitement.
We gotta fall in line and pretend that I don't like this.
Something that could actually make money. Oh, but it's not woke, so better not. She didn't like it. Boss don't like it.
Mandy, who read the script, knows the best moment is when the women turn on the other women in the harem. That's the most memorable moment of the pilot is when that happens.
Yeah, it is amazing. And this, when it gets picked up, it's gonna do phenomenal. It is an amazing story. So
all right, so let's close out this thing that's 30 seconds long.
1 second. Yeah, and we're only halfway.
Hold on. It feels like we've been doing this forever.
I know. It feels like an eternity. Hang on.
So how do we change how we see?
At Disney, we know that our stories affect how people see themselves.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
you gotta pause
hang
it now.
on.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do you see what they chose to put on the screen right there?
This is what pisses me off. Okay. This is the thing that pisses me off. So you're trying to say, first of all, number one.
So this little kid's going to be blown.
Number one. There's supposedly.
He's getting brainwashed, y'all.
Supposedly this black girl. Okay. This cute black girl is supposedly traumatized by these previous images. So they're basically saying, yeah, our founder was pretty
Wait, there's Peter Pan. What's Peter Pan? Peter Pan's got an Indian headdress on?
Yeah, he's got an Indian
these
headdress.
These are all the problematic ones. They're putting all the problematic ones on.
Exactly. They're putting all what it's been quote unquote deemed problematic. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're editing all this stuff out, so we're not seeing this no more anyway.
Well, no, Kamran. Some of them are still on. It's just they're getting a disclaimer at the beginning.
Yeah, so you kind of see it. So it's like this. Yeah, obviously that was blackface. I understand that because that was the 1930s. And I had actually asked my parents, I'm like, what the heck is that? They're like, it's blackface.
Then it's important to know that's where we were, and that was considered normal. So we're evolving as a culture. We have to know where we were.
Exactly. That is the point. Like I tell people behind me, and I was telling the girls earlier in the green room, behind me is a copy of Uncle Remus's stories my grandmother gave me. Okay. She used to tell those stories, told them to my dad, told them to me. They're based on African folktales, and they're prevalent all throughout the South. Most people know who Burr Rabbit is. They know who that is.
Yep.
And there's nothing racist about the stories that are being told, but it's part of Black American heritage, and they want to ignore that. And when you go through here, like for example, okay, so the crows, all right, from Dumbo.
Well, I do want to say though that the thing from Fantasia was edited out actually.
Well, some of them were, some of them were not.
I didn't like Fantasia.
Some of them haven't been, but yeah.
I have to go see my Blu-ray copy of Fantasia and check that one out.
As a white girl, I watched Dumbo when I was little, like a butt. I never saw them as, I just thought they were crows. I never put a color. I never put a race to it. I thought they were crows.
You'd have to have that stereotype to make the connection.
Yeah, and I didn't.
And
I didn't have that stereotype. I just thought they were crows.
Same here, Mandy.
And here's the thing that I tell people: those crows talk the same way that my grandparents and my great grandparents talk. So you mean to tell me that there was something wrong with the way that they spoke?
That's exactly what they're saying. They didn't know better than to speak like that. So they have to retrain. That's the kind of shit. That's the kind of racist shit that these assholes think. Y'all just didn't know no better.
I'm just also going to point out that they're saying that, first of all, this kid's being brainwashed by something that the parents would have to put on, because these are not videos that kids can just access now. So this is something the parents
at least not on Disney Plus.
Exactly.
You might find it on YouTube. Maybe if you have it on DVD, but they're not like they used to have the Disney cartoons and all that run on regular broadcast television.
But the imagery though that they're putting on with the close up the eye, like it kind of makes you think about Clockwork Orange. Like he's just when he's
he did the same thing in Black Widow.
Let me flip this on you. This is sleight of hand to hide what Disney has always done. Which is subliminal programming.
Exactly.
This is what they've always done, which is actual putting in weirdo, bizarre Illuminati occult messages in movies going back to the original movies, right? And you're like, why does that frame have like the devil in it? Why is it there, right? If they've been doing subliminal programming. I worked there. They've been doing subliminal programming.
What's up with the pink elephants, that are floating around? It looks like a psychedelic acid trip.
When you got the phalluses and the Little Mermaid and all sorts of shit. But the last thing that I just want to quickly point out is also the fact that in this very clip, they're saying that this poor Black girl is living in this poor Black house where they have a fucking TV from like the 70s or
I know what TV is this? What I think they're trying to say is that because think about them as a company, I think what they're saying is we've been fucking up all of these years, but now it's time to reimagine. We've seen the error of our ways, you guys, those that we fucked up in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. We've come to agreement that we fucked up. We're going to make all these movies perfect for you now. Don't turn on Disney. We're reimagining it.
But look at the TV though, Mandy. The TV is like something from like God knows.
That's what I mean. I think they're trying to show that back when we were kids, even though this was actually before my time, Disney's been around since their first movie came out in 30 something. So I mean, I think they're trying to say that we've had,
they are trying to say it's historical, but both of you are right. Mandy, they're right. They're trying to say it's historical, but Nina's also right in that showing a modern young African-American girl looking at this old TV suggests poverty. It suggests lack of connection to modernity. True. That is also implied.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're being racist. They're being like this poor kid is poor because she's Black. Like
that's very
obvious. Okay, even it's we saw the same thing in the montage for Black Widow. It's propaganda. It's programming to basically say, you know what.
Not to mention, let me go back because I see the guys working on the railway.
Yeah.
True or false? That's from Dumbo, and those are circus guys. They're not.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
They're fixing where KC Jr. like breaks down and they're out there trying to fix it to get the train going again. They're not like slaves out there working on the railroad.
Projects that because Hollywood, number one, Hollywood disrespects its own crew. They see the crew as slaves, right? They see them as slaves, and so they see people working manual labor. Well, it's got to be Black people, right?
Also, the very last one, that's the monkey from Jungle Book. Why is he racist?
Not that he's racist, but they're saying that he's lazy and like true story. Not that it's lazy, but my nephew, when we were watching the Jungle Book, he was like, "Auntie, are they drunk?" I said, "Probably fermented berries, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they could probably eat that," but that was his only perception.
Oh my God.
Of it, and that was just basically it. But they're trying to say, okay, well, we may have been politically correct in the past, but you know what? We're not going to do that going forward. We're going to reimagine things.
So to reimagine tomorrow, we commit today to showing the magic in every life.
Really? So
you took out his picture though for the look, they got the Black Panther as the background.
Yeah, they superimposed it. Now, if you guys were really progressive, you might have had another character, like say either Captain America or even like say Mickey Mouse behind him or something.
Or how about like actually have Chadwick Boseman's face show on your damn Black Panther poster instead of this bullshit? Like what? That's so stupid.
I'll give him leeway on that because you can tell that it is Black Panther and kind of superimposing the kid on there. Because I think about how
no, I'm not talking about this image. I'm saying like for the Black Panther poster for China. Why don't you just
this leads me to something. So on my Patreon, I just put out my very first Q&A that people sent me, and there was actually a question about Reimagine Tomorrow, and I guess about this ad, and it was generally like, is Bob Chapek, if this is the kind of stuff that's still being put out, is Bob Chapek really one of us? Which is I'm suggesting he is. And I'm like, look, man, this stuff has been in the works for years, right?
Yeah.
This is all stuff that Iger put on a train that Chapek has been trying to get into the engineers compartment to take control of the train. He's barely getting into the train itself right now.
Just to kind of,
this stuff's going to be rolled out for a while, but it's not him.
No, I was going to say, because remember when we first started talking about this Reimagine Tomorrow thing, I'd gone to the Walt Disney Company's website, pulled this presentation that was authored by, I think, the Office of Corporate Responsibility or something like that. And Reimagine Tomorrow was referenced in 6 different slides.
Wow.
In there with this.
Do you remember when it was from? Do you remember the time period when it
was
came out?
from 2020. I want to say before the stockholders meeting in 2020.
And Chapek was basically just the figurehead announced CEO at that time. He didn't even assert his power until this year with Forbes.
Right.
You know, he was just a nobody until this year when he finally said, I've had enough, I'm taking control.
Yeah, but come on. If you really wanted to, it's not like he wouldn't go there and be like, nah, we're not doing this. Done.
Yeah, but then that's gonna
come
cause
on.
all these
See,
people
that's
to
the thing.
snap.
I actually I totally disagree with you on so many of that stuff. Like I respect the hell out of you, man, but I really do disagree about all the stuff you say about Chapek or Iger or whatever.
Let's have it out. Let's have a Pakistani-Persian argument on this. Let's do it.
Well, I don't agree. Like, I don't agree that he's one of us. Like, I don't think he is at all. And I don't think he's going to rein it in. And I don't think anything is going to change. I think it's going to keep going. And look, I mean, if he wanted to do anything about it, he would have, and he hasn't.
Let me ask this question. What do you mean by one of us? Because I feel like I'm missing something.
All right. When I mean by one of us is, I mean, he is customer oriented and he's going to give, ultimately, he wants to give whatever the shareholders want. If the shareholders are all woke, he'll give them that, right? But I don't think the shareholders are that. The shareholders ultimately, you know, they just want to make money and they want the audience to be happy. And that is, if that's what it wanted, that's what I think he wants. So yeah, I mean, it's neither you nor I are that person. All I can do is perception. It may be true. My instinct is he's fighting this battle ain't the battle he can fight to survive right now.
Now, what I would say is, from a shareholder on the outside looking in, for the longest time, it was as if Iger was like, you know, forget you guys, I'm doing what the heck it is that I want to do. When shareholders would ask every call, what are you doing? What are your plans for the Star Wars IP? You get no answer back, you know, at all. Stockholders, you know, lower level stockholders who are asking Iger questions about, you know, you're not doing anything with Star Wars. You know, the Disney brand is going downhill, and Iger just kind of, you know, nods and goes on about his business. He seemed to be much more friendly with the creatives and all that. So I get that point. And I also get the point of view that Kamran is saying, because for a long time, stockholders did not feel that they were listened to unless you were BlackRock or unless you were Vanguard. And those are the guys who hold at least 5% of the stock. So you have the ones at the top who were content with what Iger was doing and like, let's just keep on doing that. And then you have Chapek that comes in. If you look at it politically, you see the ones that have the biggest grievance. That's the one that you're going to cater to. And it looks like that's the side that Chapek has taken. Not to say that he's one of us that sees, well, when I say one of us, seeing that what's going on with respect to wokeness and all of that, take that out of the equation. What you have going on here is you have the stockholders who have that controlling percentage, who just wanted to follow whatever it is that Iger did, and Iger was making them happy. And then you have the rest of the stockholders that are pissed off because the company's losing money. We're not getting our dividends anymore. The brand is in the toilet and people can see it. And it seems like Iger's perfectly happy with doing that. So it looks like that's the side that Chapek has come in on. I don't trust neither one of these guys as far as I can throw them with one hand, you know, near the craft services cart.
Chapek will do whatever is going to work for him. I believe that.
Exactly. It's like the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. It's pretty much
I think we're screwed either way until people really buckle down on the fact that we are no longer going to spend money on these companies that fucking hate us.
Yeah.
Until that happens, we can sit here and talk about it all day, but until we start hitting these assholes money, that's all they care about. And until enough of us form together and say, you know what? These people absolutely despise us. They think we're garbage. They think we're stupid. We are no longer giving them any of our money. That means Disney Plus is gone. Any movie Marvel comes out with, y'all can piss up a rope. And once that happens, I guarantee we'll start seeing some change. It doesn't matter who's in charge. The people who are stockholders are going to get fucking pissed. They are going to get angry.
Because that's
how companies work. That's how it works.
Because that's how it is now. Like I tell people, I don't really believe in boycotts. It's either I'm going to pull my money and put it in something else, and that's kind of like how it is. If you're not happy with the company's product, you know what? You tell them to kick rocks and you take your money and move on. Because when people tell me, they're just like, I'm done with Disney. I said, yep, that's Disney's fault.
Yeah.
It's totally Disney's fault.
Exactly. I'm tired of, I got rid of Disney Plus because I got tired of having to literally watch what my kids were watching before they could watch it because of all this. They're not trying to hide their messaging anymore. They are making it very clear,
very blatant.
The problem too is that it's a little bit difficult, especially when you think about how many things Disney does own, because they own Fox and they own ABC and they own your local channels. They own so much. So like the Disney Plus thing is just like a drop in the water, it's in like the sea, but every little drop counts. So, it's just
and I would suggest that everything that Mandy is saying, we're all agreeing with, has slowly but surely been happening. And I would suggest that the reason that this guy Chapek is there, he's not one of Iger's proteges. He's not somebody that anyone in the creative industry knew who he was. I didn't know who this guy was. He wasn't someone interacting. I've been here 20 years. I've worked at Disney. This guy never crossed my path, right? His name never came up because he wasn't dealing with the creatives and the Hollywood types, right? He was put in there by certain powerful and disgruntled shareholders that didn't like the loss of money from a couple of years back. And so this is going to continue to accelerate, especially as people like on this channel are unhappy with where, this stuff is still being put out there. This future crap ads, whatever, is still being put out there, and so that will continue to give him leverage. I'm of the opinion that this guy is using media. I think the Frank Oz thing was engineered by him because it came out of nowhere.
I did not expect to hear that. He's
and so that was so out of nowhere and out of a source that Hollywood isn't looking at, The Guardian, right? They're not looking at that for that's an attack that comes out of nowhere at a timing that you don't see coming. To me, that was pure Bob Chapek coming in and saying exactly what you guys are saying. Look, I'm surrounded by a bunch of incompetent buffoons that Iger has given me, who are weirdos and they're ideologues and they're not making a lot of us money. And so all of you need to know this is happening, and I'm going to let you know because I'm basically this figurehead surrounded by a bunch of buffoons.
But so it's Kamran, for example, with this Reimagine Tomorrow thing, I think it was a couple of months ago, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months ago when Coke came out with theirs. Remember when it was like this?
Theirs got outed.
Theirs got outed and it got really people just shat all over that, right? And people were like, we're going to, stop buying Coke and all sorts of stuff, right? And they got rid of it. They were like, you know what? Fuck, never mind. We're gonna walk this back because they're right. The customer's always right, kind of thing. But here's Disney. They've been shat on for this video. Where's Iger in all this?
But see, this is the thing. Coke doesn't deal with what I call the cocktail party club of Hollywood, right? Coke is producing a mass product. And they just want to make money. When that guy started leading that sort of crusade for weirdo woke politics and Coke, and the ad started coming out, they got rid of him. They just got rid of him very quickly, right? And there was no repercussions to the executives at Coca-Cola that took care of it. Whereas these ads and all the stuff that you're seeing are part of that country club, the club that I talk about, where they're all trying to kiss each other's butts and pretend to each other how woke they are. And again, these are people. This industry is like that. So the people that are doing that, they're not doing it for the consumer. They're doing it for their next job. So they have it on their resume. And so whenever the next gig is, you did that night woke thing. Here, come do this thing. I'll give you money Universal to do a nice woke thing for our club, right?
Yeah.
That's all. They're not thinking about the consumer at all. That's the difference with Coke, which is Coke is like they don't have this club that they're dealing with.
No, Coke has their formula. They got it down. They got they're not creatives. They're not creatives. They're not creatives.
They've got a sponsorship with Disney. I'll say that much. But
who the hell does it?
They also do with Comcast. So
all of these companies were over the past few years, I guess. they have really taken their money and branched out into freaking everything. So like you said, it is going to be very, very hard to take down Disney because their hands are in everything. But I promise you, once the parks start losing money, shareholders are going to notice. Once the theaters start losing money, shareholders are going to notice. Once ABC, all of these people are getting canceled, nobody's watching their shit anymore. I mean, it'll take time. They're a huge company. It'll take time. It took them years to build up like this, but they can be brought down.
But look at what he's facing. Chapek announced through his, the articles that we saw in Forbes and Hollywood Reporter that he's going to be taking control of Disney and taking power away from the studio heads. What happens? Kevin Feige suddenly has famous actresses suing him and trying to humiliate him and trying to get him ousted by the board within weeks. So that's when he tries to just do his job, which is the rational economic thing, is to take control of these independent studios who are doing their own thing and producing woke garbage, right? And the way to control that is by putting them on short-term contracts, which is what he publicly indicated he was going to do. And he immediately has an effort to overthrow him at the highest level. The head of CAA, the top agency, sending the top female actress to go after him on behalf of Kevin Feige, this big public figure with Marvel. This guy, any effort he's doing to fix this track, they're coming to the throat for him. They're going to try to take him out.
There was another thing too, because I saw a tweet the other day about, and this is, I know this is a little political, but because as we all know, there's a recall going on in California right now. But Disney came out and put out a statement saying that basically vote no on the recall because they want Gavin Newsom reelected and everything, which is again very surprising because Gavin Newsom's policies are re-shutting down, masking and all that stuff, which really does affect the parks. So it makes no sense why they would want.
And so now I'm going to answer this for you because my, let's just say my contacts within Hollywood publicly, they are all publicly proclaiming their support for Newsom while voting against him. A top manager I know represents major actors sent me a text saying, Gavin Newsom's a scumbag. We got to get rid of him. But publicly, he's out there at the rally supporting Newsom because it's the
You are not.
Let people know.
You
and by the way, this is on my window. You see this?
Kevin.
I just saw him today. I saw him. I went to. He was here in LA at Kinson's, the big supermarket in Beverly Hills, and I went and I saw him, shook his hand, got a picture, whatever. So I'm one of the few Hollywood people that's publicly against Newsom because I don't care. There were people hate me anyway. It doesn't matter, right?
So, but you were saying though, Kamran, that Disney is coming out and publicly stating that for political appearance or whatever. Exactly. Like we're still part of the club, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you're saying that behind the scenes, they're all going to vote no. And they're all
I don't know if it's all, but there's
a majority.
But look, there's people that are benefiting from what Newsom is doing, which is the incredibly top elite rich people like Steven Spielberg and whatever, who are sponsoring because they like living in their gated communities while the rest of us the street is on fire, right? They like that.
Sure.
It makes them feel cool, right? To be But the average working person in Hollywood has had their lives destroyed. The crews have had their lives destroyed. And I know the very fact that this manager who represents A-list Oscar-winning talent sent me that text. And I know he's highly tapped into Nancy Pelosi and the Democratic Party. He's never once publicly criticized Newsom, even though he despises the guy. And I know how he's going to vote privately. He's told me, right? But none of them, they're all afraid of being canceled in the club. So they all have to say this thing. It is a kind of madness, but that's the madness we're in.
It's a duality that you have to do in Hollywood. You know, you have to signal that, hey, I'm with the right person. I'm voting for this guy. I'm voting for this guy. When privately, it's like, I'm not freaking voting for that guy. But
that's what happened with Trump. That's what happened with Trump.
Out in public because you don't want to, get turned down for jobs and no one's taking your calls.
And you will get turned down for jobs. People forward to each other. Oh, did you see that person?
Yeah. Did you hear that? I heard so-and-so and such and such.
There was
Mandy's talked about this too. Like, Mandy, like I think it was last week you were saying, if it came down to it, like, you got to eat, you'll do what you have to do. So you're not gonna, you're not gonna step on those toes because
if you put me in a situation where and I'm not for Newsom. I say get that fucker out. He's destroyed
Oh,
California. So I wouldn't vote for him. But if you asked me and I knew that my job relied on it, and me saying, yeah, Newsom depends on whether or not my children were going to eat next month, or if I'm going to be unemployed and homeless and have no money. Yay, Newsom. I mean, yeah, it's not nobody. Exactly. If you say that you wouldn't, you've never fucking been hungry. If you say that, no, I wouldn't, just lie. You've never been in a situation where
and retaliation is real.
Your choice.
Last year when we had the Antifa riots in Los Angeles, I had several friends who had to flee their homes and fled LA after their houses were basically attacked by these crazy rioters, right? And, and they were living in poor neighborhoods. They weren't the elite, and they left. And so when that happened, there was a very well-known TV writer, big showrunner, who, when the mob started approaching his neighborhood, right, he wasn't living in the gated things. He put a photo on Twitter of himself, because he's an NRA guy. He's got guns. He put a photo as like standing in front of his house, like Malcolm X, protecting his family. Put a photo on Twitter. If they come for my house, I'm going to protect my kids, right? He lost his job. He was booted off the show. His career is finished. And I got wave upon wave of emails with people. Look at this neo-Nazi, racist, he's trying to kill black people. I was like, no, he's trying to protect his family from mostly white rioters who are using black people's names to attack his house. And his career is finished.
Exactly.
And so retaliation is a real thing. I saw it with my own eyes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, folks, you have given us some amazing, amazing super chats, and we really, really, really need to get.
We should do that. I got about 15 minutes to do, ladies. So if there's anything I can address, let me address it before I can leave you back to the show.
Sure, I will let you know. Let's see. We have Naked Fame for $2. Thank you so very much. Toxic Femme logo. Why am I dripping with goo?
Oh my.
Okay.
What? What are you doing?
Ghostbusters 2.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We needed that. We needed that context there.
We had to hold you down.
I'm sorry, living in LA, the context was solely other.
I did too. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Wow. My brain had to shift real, like, oh my, okay. Mandy, you're next.
Yep, Nerd Cookies for $2. Hey there, love bug. Thank you so much. No, Tom's ever really gone. Never really gone.
No, he's never really gone. He's
Tom is that like shadowy figure, like Big Brother was always watching.
Yeah,
that's true. He's
definitely like the creeper in What If, that weird watcher dude that watches everything.
I'm so glad.
I feel like that would be a good job for me, to be a watcher.
To be a watcher? Just creepy peeping Tom?
Yeah, just look in people's windows. Yeah.
Sure. Like, ooh, what did that person
Mark
do?
Hamill's a good actor, but he's not that good an actor. That's a real reaction to
that was a real reaction.
Yeah.
He's just like, fuck.
It was perfect.
Kiki's Hideout, thank you, or Kiki Hideout, thank you so much for the Mexican pesos, 50 Mexican pesos. Says, have you lovely ladies seen that dreadful new woke? Oh, we read that already. Sorry. Robert, thank you so much for the $1. Didn't say anything, but thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Let's see. We have Dash D's for $5 Canadian. Thank you so very much for that. My grandfather used to say, you can't be that stupid naturally. You actually have to work at it. Disney just say.
They really are. They really are.
Oh God, yeah, they really are. They're so freaking cheap that someone put on Twitter today that there's this new Ratatouille ride that opened at Epcot down here at Disney World. Apparently, somebody with a kid stroller ran into a planter and broke it. I'm just like,
how hard did they have to hit that?
Exactly.
That's
it's cheap. It's cheap material, pretty much. How they cut corners,
It's like the Star Wars sets in the 60s show. They were all styrofoam, basically.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Okay. Let's see. We got Kiki's Hideout for another 25 peso. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Tone deafness and a toll con el Dito. I don't speak Spanish.
My Spanish is horrible.
We just lost our Mexican.
We just lost the one that can speak it.
Can we go back to that one?
Drop that sucker in Google Translate.
Yeah.
Well, I was in Bulgaria where Mandy and I did a live stream when I was in Bulgaria, and I met this sort of Sufi mystical master in Bulgaria, and he's not my Facebook friend. So he and I communicate. He's always sending me messages in Bulgarian. I got to Google Translate, then I write them back and translate into Bulgarian.
Oh, good, you're back.
We had a cool thing we had a thing in Spanish.
We need you to read Kiki's Hideout under -D because there's Spanish in it, and I don't know Spanish.
Atole con el dedo. I don't know what that means.
I looked something up on Google. Is that a drink? Oh. Tone deafness and something. That must be something that doesn't quite translate into English exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I need to find out. So
where's Polly?
Well, I'm looking for I typed it in, and I'm getting a picture of a finger being stuck in something. So
I did too.
I don't know.
So
something
is that
with a finger?
Is it like something
like
that
finger in the butthole? I don't know. What
I don't think it's that. No, it's like a pot, like almost like a pot of cheese or something like that.
Oh God, I don't know.
I don't know.
Where's
you done stumped us, Kiki?
Yeah,
you done stumped us.
I see pictures, but I'm lost. I need to know what that means so I can use it in the future, possibly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So embarrassed right now.
Yeah. No, what?
Well, as we're going through this, did you guys before I came on? Did you guys talk about Dune? Because I wanted to talk about Dune before I took off.
No, that's
actually no. We hadn't. No, we hadn't.
Can I go into thoughts on Dune before I got a little bit of time?
Absolutely.
I actually have thoughts on Dune and
absolutely. Go ahead.
So where were you guys on to? Did you discuss it all?
So we didn't discuss it yet, but what we were going to discuss actually is this article from GameSpot. And actually I have to give props actually to that umbrella guy, because I was looking at his Twitter and this came across. And this is from Dune. So apparently GameSpot did a review of the Dune movie. And of course they were all effusive and said it was great and all of that. And then they got to the bad. Like the original story relies on familiar white savior tropes.
I don't know that original story does. I don't know that I've read Dune. I don't know that that's true.
Yeah, I've read it too. And that was never
Can we move finger in the butt off of Cam's face so I can look at him?
I don't know. I'm forever
gaslighting. Oh, okay.
Gaslighting.
Yay! I learned another phrase today. You didn't have to super chat that.
I thought it was finger in the something.
Yeah, you did, and it came out.
I gotta be careful what I do here.
It has something to do with gas. Gas comes out of the butt. I was halfway there.
So what I'm going to suggest, that reaction from GameSpot suggests that it's a good movie because it means it's actually, the only reason they're saying it's white savior thing is because the dude is a white guy, but this whole mythology is Islamic mythology about the Mahdi, which is the savior that comes at the end of time. And so this is all coming out of Middle Eastern culture. And the fact is this is set 10,000 years in the future when all of our different races have essentially melded, right? And all different, there's, the new religion is a combination of Sufism and Buddhism and all these other things. I mean, that's where this stuff is. And so the idea of a white savior, I don't know that in the books there's white people. I mean, they're all an amalgam at this point.
It's never said. It's always discussed in the matter of the houses, like House Atreides, House Harkonnen, some physical characteristics like House Atreides with dark hair, House Harkonnen, they're mostly like flaming red hair.
Yeah.
So it's only been discussed in that sort of way. It wasn't that the Fremen were described as brown people.
His nickname was red.
Yeah.
I mean, the black people can have red hair. I mean,
it was. Race was never discussed. It was all about what planet you were from, what homeworld that you were from. And I read Dune, like the first Dune book, I read that like 3 times. And none of this trope about a white savior never came across to me. So here's the interesting thing. Here's the paragraph, the one paragraph after they've waxed effusive about how great they think the movie is. Then they get to it. The elephant in the room, if there is one, is the fact that Dune is an almost 60-year-old story that suffers from a reliance on the all too familiar white savior trope.
What I tell y'all.
Paul Atreides, a powerful young white man. Well, he wasn't exactly powerful. He was still trying to figure out where his place was.
Why does this review sound like it's done by men on film from In Living Color?
Men on film, from a male point of view, with their strength and inspiration.
With a strong, exactly.
Let's get back to this David statue.
Sorry.
What always struck me about Dune, two things, right? The one thing always struck me about it is the proof of what I've been saying, which is that history is cyclical. It is not progressive. In some ways, it's the anti-Roddenberry message, because you're moving into the future and we're going back to medieval values. You've got women in harems. You've got all this. I mean, you got all that stuff, right? It's essentially the medieval world with science fiction things. Because as humanity moves forward, in order to survive, the old traditional social structures reassert themselves, because that's what keeps humanity going. So that's actually a very interesting message, which I think is really the deeper message of Dune, which is shocking to people, number one. And number two, it takes all of this mythology out of the Middle East and universalizes it. That that is something that's the book came out in the 60s. That's remarkably progressive, if you want, to take this Middle Eastern mythology and make that the future of humanity, right? And so this kind of dumb review, in my view, was inevitable if they were in any way keeping close to the original book. So that gives me hope that this is actually close to what Herbert was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Elaine in the chat says the prophecy itself is manufactured. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She said what?
The prophecy itself was manufactured.
Of the Mahdi, yeah. Yeah, it's all. I mean, the idea is that people are trying to create a false Messiah that ends up becoming a real one, right? Which is a very interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, this is, by the way, this is going to be the inner conflict that Hollywood's going to go through. On one level, they love the filmmaker, Denis Villeneuve. They love him, right? Yeah, they have all these very good actors who happen to be diverse in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they're going to keep griping on, why is there a white guy? Why is there any white guy in this movie? Right? They're going to keep griping on that. They're going to be like,
and to all this point, I just wanted to, again, give another shout out to Elaine, because she did a video about this. Mm-hmm. And it was so good, and she kind of like really just broke down why this was such a stupid comment, and just it's such a clickbait thing, and it's just ridiculous to talk about.
It really is, because Dune is one of those where I wasn't really into fantasy, and I remember seeing the David Lynch movie, and because because you could tell there were holes in it, that made me go back and read the book. And
me too.
Dune was one of my favorite science fiction books, to read. So it's really disingenuous when I hear stuff like this.
Yeah.
It really is. And then if
did you freaking read the book? No, I don't
think of course not.
I mean, it's ultimately racism. It's literally like there's a white actor on screen, and that's all you got out of this movie. Is that what you think this is?
That's it.
Movie?
Oh, the hero is a white guy, so this equals bad. Because white man bad now, so that means this is a white savior thing. Oh, they're going to a desert.
Yeah, because I forget who it was. It was some black professor who obviously was not into this or even read the book. Was like, oh, you're in the desert. How come there aren't any more, black or brown people? I'm like, dude, just enjoy the freaking movie. It's science fiction.
You know what this movie is, and that you couldn't actually make anymore, is Dances with Wolves. You can't even have the white guy going native. This is a movie about a white guy going native.
That's totally what it is.
That's what this movie is.
You can't make that today, man. That is, you would so be canceled. Kevin Costner would be so canceled today if that movie came out. Like, no way.
Totally.
No, never mind. It was Greer that stuck an egg in his butt, right? Not Costner.
The what?
No, that was oh God, what the frick was his name? He used to date Julia Roberts. Oh God.
Who stuck an egg up their butt?
I'm sure.
I thought it was Costner, but I think it's Greer.
It was Greer. It was Richard Gere.
Yeah, that's other stories. Poor Richard Gere has a lot of up your butt stories that have become mythologized.
Yeah.
That's the problem, though, Mandy. All white boys look the same.
They do. Damn crackers.
Can I be
Can't tell
honest?
them apart.
When we moved here from Pakistan in the early 70s or whatever, it took my mom forever to figure out all these. But she's like, all these white people look the same to me. It's just human nature. When you're in a new culture, right? You have to adapt to new facial structures, and your brain has a moment to try to figure it out.
You know what, Kamran? You're gonna laugh, but this is a completely true story. So I remember one of my second trips that I went over to Germany, and I was there with a friend of mine. I went to a science fiction convention. And she was like, oh, don't worry, I'll meet you in whatever, hall it was. And I swear to God, I could not pick her out. I'm like, I cannot pick her out at all from
it's because
all these white
our
people.
Cognitive training from the human race survived on small tribes and we did that by being able to recognize similar facial features and patterns, so recognize our small tribe versus the other tribe that might kill us, right? And the further and further the tribe was from our reality, the more our brain couldn't process it, and it wouldn't be able to differentiate. It had no framework for it. This is normal cognitive evolution of the human race.
Are you gonna play that clip?
Actually, I am. But before I do that, I just wanted to go over this last one to just prove the hypocrisy of this writer. He says Villeneuve has said that he views Dune's larger story as a rebuttal of white savior tropes. That may not come across in this chapter, but I'm inclined to give the visionary director the benefit of the doubt and see where the tale goes next.
Oh, gee, thanks for your benefit.
Yeah. As someone in chat pointed out, the Dune series is about the problem with the savior trope, with the idea of having a savior, that messianic people are dangerous, right? That you're putting your trust in a human being like that and giving them that kind of power that's the message of the whole book series, that not white savior is a problem.
That's exactly what the author is going to get into now.
Because we're gonna play this right now.
Well, that you're attempting to make here. Don't trust leaders to always be right. I worked to create a leader in this book who would be really an attractive, charismatic person for all the good reasons, not for any bad reasons. Then power comes to him. He makes decisions. Some of his decisions made for millions of people, millions upon millions of people, don't work out too well. I think that our society was formed on a distrust for government. And we seem to have lost that distrust of government. I kid around and I say that my favorite president in recent years has been Richard Nixon, because he taught us to distrust government.
What is it? The government is a shared illusion, and when the myth dies,
the
government disappears.
That's right.
Remember when they would hear this thing, question authority, always question authority, question authority. Now they don't want you to question authority.
No, you're not only do they not want you to, in some places you're not even allowed to.
Well, remember, I say this all the time. I say they went and changed, because we used to always be like, oh, it's the man, aka the government or your boss man, whoever was keeping you down. All they did was took the man and put white in front of it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And once again, I'm gonna put the link to this video in the chat. So after this show, everybody go check that out. Elaine's channel is all about Dune stuff.
Yes.
She's the queen of Dune.
Yeah,
definitely check this out.
It was an amazing video. So I loved it. Good job.
Thank you so much for doing that, because felt like I was taking crazy pills. I'm like, I don't see that. I remember that. And I read the book several times.
The one thing that'll be interesting to see in the movie, and I think it'll go the way I think it's going to go, is that they're going to take the word jihad out, which is throughout the Dune novels, right? Because Hollywood is uncomfortable with the word jihad, right?
Yes.
Or some people in the chat are as well. But in the books, it represents the rebellion, of the people of Arrakis, and it's a religious war against our structure of the society.
They called it a holy war.
They call it a holy war. But even in the that we see now in the ad, so far I just hear them calling it, I fear a crusade is coming, right? So that's a little bit of Hollywood being afraid of even using that term and giving that term to the hero. That's something that's too far for Hollywood.
Which again is absolutely crazy that they push all this shit, all this social justice bullshit, when they are so guilty of it. Nobody thinks like that.
A jihad. It's not. You can't allow that, right?
Yeah.
For all the talk of we're going to be, inclusive. That word, which doesn't have a negative connotation to Muslims, but has a negative connotation to many other people. This would have been a moment to explore what that word means.
Exactly, to open up a dialect of it. You know what I mean? Like people talking, breaking it down, making an understanding. But yeah, why do that? Why use a moment? Yeah, why use a moment to break down barriers and actually understand something that you might not have understood before? This is crazy talk.
Nuts.
That's just nutty.
Thank you, nerd cookies. Of course.
Yes.
So, ladies, I do need to head out in a moment. Is there any last thing?
Before you leave,
are there any super chats for Kamran?
A super chat for Kamran by I think it was Diego.
Diego Flores. I saw one.
That Diego right Flores from Coughtron as well.
Okay, yes, there was one from Coughtron.
That I
you want to get the okay? There we go.
I'm just trying to
grab that one. Nina, if you know.
I'll read it. Cameron, every time you mention Sufi to me is incredible. The world needs to know more of it. It's a deep thing, but one of the real things. Well, thank you very much. It's my spiritual path, and as a Sufi, we recognize all spiritual paths, and so follow the path that works for your heart. This one works for me, and I talk about it, but I'm a universalist at heart by the nature of being a Sufi. So it's all. But thank you.
And the other one is at 9:50 your time, but I can read it out. It says Diego Flores for 5. Thank you so much. Says Kamran, have you thought about making a space opera influenced by by Ottoman and Habsburg history?
That's what DUNE is. DUNE, because if you think about the emperor, and you'll recognize this, Nina, the emperor is the Padishah emperor. They're using Persian imperial terms for it, right?
Yes.
It's the Padishah emperor versus the jihad. So it's literally,
there was so much in there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what DUNE actually is. And that's what, I think Hollywood will be afraid to explore, and certainly these dumb commentators won't get that that's what it is. But, I don't need to do that because the greatest science fiction series of novels explores that on a very profound level. And it's like I said, explores what I think is true as we're going to go further in the future. The ancient social hierarchies will return because that's the only way human beings can organize and survive. And it'll be fascinating to watch that process. We are in the middle of that process right now, as I think we're already beginning to see the pendulum beginning to swing away from liberal progressive ideas and moving the other way. And Hollywood is beginning to seriously panic. And we don't have to get political. You can have your own opinions about Texas and all that's happening. But what is happening is there's a change. There is a change happening on the national and soon to be global level, which is going to go away from the progressive narrative. And maybe it'll go to another terrible extreme that we need to pull back away from. Maybe that will be, human beings do this, right? But that's what's happening right now is we're moving away from the narrative that Hollywood thought was in place, which is the progressive liberal value, thing. And that's not where human beings are going. They're moving the other direction now. And that's not going to be 2020 and that's over. This is the new trend. And it'll be fascinating to watch how Hollywood reacts. And it will react in a very panicked and confused way as humanity starts moving in another direction from the message they've been putting.
And I see 2 more super chats with your name in it, so I'm gonna just read them out if you're cool with that, ladies.
I'm good. So my mom's got really good.
Okay, got him.
So we got Joker Voice for 5. Says Kamran, great I can't.
Prognosticator, probably.
Yes, that's right. Okay. What does this weekend's box office numbers do for the ScarJo Feige versus Chapek lawsuit?
That's a very long conversation, but the very simple summary is it's made the whole situation more complex because I think Chapek was hoping for a simple knockout for Shang-Chi. He wanted to knock it down, and that would have been a sword that would have shut down the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit. It didn't. It's so far the numbers as we're getting them right now looks like it's done well, better than people expected, which happy for them. But that's gonna mean they're gonna see an acceleration of the civil war, and there's gonna be some surprises coming. You're gonna see a lot more efforts to topple Chapek by Feige. And then Chapek's going to have his surprise moves coming. There's a lot of fun stuff coming.
Oh, yay.
That's very interesting. We did hear that ScarJo's judge recused himself. We do know that.
Yeah. Yeah, but which is also a weirdness thing because everyone in Hollywood is conflicted. Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that doesn't make any sense. My lawyer represents the studios. To have an entertainment attorney, you have to sign a conflict of waiver in order to have the attorney because so everyone's conflicted. So it's a weird thing. There's a lot of politics there. He just didn't want to get in the middle of this war.
I think he didn't want to be dug into. I think he knew it was going to be a high profile case and he didn't want his past
nothing to do with
naughtiness.
Whatever happens, he loses. The judge loses whatever happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I think we got the Koftron one, and the other one that I see is from Valiant Renegades for $5 says, even on Toxic Femme, Kamran is still my male stand-in for common business sense, LOL. And Lorena, Mandy, and Nina are also correct on Disney.
Thank you.
But we're all focusing on different aspects of it.
Yes.
Nina's absolutely right to raise questions about Chapek, and she's pointing out very real things, and I'm pointing out a different perspective on some of those things. We're going to see how it all plays out because this is not an easy war now.
I don't know if you understand this, Kamran, or not, but like there's a Persian saying that says "Baby nimo tarif konim," like we'll see what happens, and then we'll talk about it when it happens. So we'll see.
What we'll
find out, and we'll talk about it when we find out.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting. The good thing is for YouTubers, the Disney Civil War is about to get crazier. There's going to be a lot more people watching Toxic Family as you ladies talk about it in the next few weeks.
Yeah,
it's going to be nuts.
Love it. It's going to be funny.
And on that note, I do that.
And I think that's it. So,
okay.
Well, if I may just do a last bit of plug, might do a little plug, Lorena.
Absolutely.
The last couple of weeks, I just started my Patreon, and it's been incredibly successful. People are signing up left and right, and I've started putting up my my third novel, which has not yet been released. I've started putting it up chapter by chapter, and people are really responding to it. I just put up our first Q&A from our Patreons, and and later this week, inshallah, God willing, I'm going to put up an article that's going to share my actual method of how I do screenwriting and story structure. That was how I sold my very first script. I teach this method at universities, and so I'll be sharing that for patrons. If anyone, my Patreon's in the link below. It's just Patreon/.
Should be in the description.
I'm just putting it in the chat.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, that'll be great.
Thanks,
and your support helps me because it helps me get the gun off my head, which is this industry, which is just constantly like you got to constantly create, and having a little bit of support from the community allows me to keep creating and fighting this battle. So thank you all for that.
Awesome. Everybody check out Kamran's Patreon.
Definitely. And I posted his Instagram there too, so everybody check him out. And thank you, Kamran, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, love bug.
Take care.
We'll talk soon. Have fun.
Later.
Everyone keep all right. God bless.
Let's see. Where are we? I love when Kamran drops it.
I have no idea.
Let's see.
We're all over the place now.
Actually, we are at it's 9:02 my time, so it's Commander Ed Stryker of Shadow. Hello, my dear. For $2. Yes, Disney too cheap. They're smoking Crystal Drano.
Oh my God.
That is cheap. It's sincerely cheap. Mandy, you got Koftron.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Koftron for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Agree. Disney and others. Messages are insidious. And hi, Cameron. Oh, he just meant, but he I'm sure he knows. So
yeah, he's probably heard it right now.
Yeah.
And then we had Christine, the killer car. Hey, what's going on, Christine, for $5? Thank you so much. Says, hey, ladies, on my way out the door to work. Haven't said hello in a while. Hopefully, I'll be able to see this before I leave. Well, I hope you were. And if you didn't, you can always watch the replay. Thank you for being here, Christine.
Absolutely.
Have a good night at work, Love Bug.
Yes. Good night. Let's see. We have Joker voice for $5. Thank you so very much for that. Let's see. That ad is just ridiculous and, to be frank, racist. Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Yes,
it
Absolutely.
is.
Hail Toxic Femme. Hail Kamran. Oh, hi, Tom.
Nice.
How you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. We got Fred Sacco for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. If I butchered your name, I do apologize. That Imagine Tomorrow ad looks like it was based on suburbanite white soccer moms' view of other cultures. Terrible.
It's like the Karen movie.
The Karen movie. I know, right? Like
because nobody thinks like that. Nobody fucking thinks like that.
I cannot believe that is not satire, by the way, that Karen movie, much like that Cinderella.
I couldn't believe the idiot who greenlit that hot mess.
I can't believe that shit either. Tsukiyomi, thank you so much for, or Tsukiyomi99, I should say. Thank you so much for the $5. Says, seeing how Asians are positively discriminated against, I do not see how Asians are hated against.
I'm gonna need a little bit of context for that one. I think I know what you mean, but
I think he's trying to differentiate between discrimination and actual racism.
Oh, like the Asian hate thing, like stop the Asian hate. I don't know. It's tricky with
it's tricky. It's kind of two sides of the same coin. I kind of say like what I've seen in some cities in certain groups, you'll have that some Asians are like Protestant, sometimes they're affected by discrimination. Like I've seen that happen with test scores, with getting into colleges, even in some inner cities where they claim that the schools are crap, but yet the Asian kids are getting the highest grades. And because of that, a lot of them are being bullied at school. So I can see that point where it comes to discrimination. As for how they're hated against, you have some communities where there is that strife going on because the communities don't talk to each other and don't understand each other. And they believe that the rumors, kind of like rumors and hearsay around, like, prime example, when I was in high school, I went to a friend of mine's house. They were Korean. The grandmother was very old school. And she kind of believed this misinformation that, Black people were lazy, that they didn't do X, Y, and Z. Of course, the parents didn't feel that way. The kids didn't feel that way. But that's how she felt. And I've run into Black people who have said some very, very, very nasty and hateful things about Asians, and they think that it's okay to just go and say that. So there's that context. So that I think just to kind of add a little bit of additional color to what you're saying, because I've seen both sides of that.
I like how you use the word color.
Say, I live near farms, and these farmers be pissing each other off all the time. So just don't mean nothing here. I should throw that out.
I've seen that happen too.
They be fighting
when
over the
farmers fight. Don't have your
fight.
cows come over here and crap over my side.
Dude, that happened to us. Okay, that was a big. Okay, like when I used to live in Canada, one night I hear this like moo, like and I was like, what the. Like, what is this? Like in the middle of the night, like it sounded like it was like right next door. And there was a herd of cows like in our yard and they wrecked everything. And it was like some dude had left his gate open and the cows got out and we had to go talk to the farmer. We didn't fight, but it was a conversation though, because they like literally wrecked our greenhouse and it was a mess.
My friend's grandfather got pissed because he wouldn't cut the grass on the house he was letting him live in, so he went and dropped off about 10 cows up in the fence. There was cow shit everywhere. I guess he figured he'd let him eat the grass.
Farmers can be gangster.
Man. They straight up are.
Let's see. Is it my turn?
I don't know.
It might be my turn. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay.
No, I just read Tsukiyomi. So it's
okay. So yeah.
Okay. Jack White for $5. Thank you so very much for that. I wonder how many of these white SJWs are the youngest in their families. It would explain a lot.
No, he's absolutely right. I'm the last in my family. And I am, without a doubt, the most flaky and the most carefree, I would say, in my family. My brother's the oldest is really, really serious. My sister, being a middle child, has all the middle child syndromes. And then there's me, the center of attention, always pissing everybody off. So I can see it. I can totally see that.
If my sister's watching this, we're right.
I'm
my youngest sister.
I'm a single child, and like those crazy liberal, like the liberal videos that you see on Twitter all the time. As says that he thinks that they have like single child syndrome, and I was like, hey,
I resemble that remark.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And he's like, you proved my point. I was like, how dare you?
Let's see, Mandy with Flex Honcho.
Yep, Flex Honcho for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. I came for the He-Man impersonation, but I'm staying for the Dune discussion and Cameron's behind the scene analysis. Oh, well, I'm so glad you're here, Flex.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Enjoyed that.
That's awesome. And wait, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hideout.
Kiki Hideout. Thank you so much for the 50 Mexican pesos. Says Lasser did nothing wrong.
That's right. He did nothing wrong.
Wait, who the hell? Who's
John
Lasseter?
Lasseter, head of Pixar for a point in time, and then he got Me Too'd because he hugged people a little. Supposedly,
what? He got Me Too'd? I didn't hear about.
He got Me Too'd, so they forced him out, and basically he went over to Skydance Animation and took a whole bunch from Pixar folks with him.
Oh my
Good for him.
I didn't know that he got Me Too'd.
Neither.
Yeah.
That guy was awesome. I love that guy.
He was the creator behind Pixar. If you ever noticed, I forget the last Pixar movie that he did. Was it Toy Story 4? I think after that, started going downhill.
Yeah, Toy Story 4 probably because it's on his IMDb.
It's on Dindy. Yeah, I think that was the last one. Where
I don't know how much he actually had to do with 4. I think it's just the characters he created.
I think so. He had some kind of producer.
His whole thing has to do with Brave.
Then it's like Toy Story 3 because that's the last one before.
He did work on The Good Dinosaur, I think. And then there was
what about Home? That was
no. I see Coco, The Good Dinosaur.
You may have gotten producer credit for
Coco. Yeah, probably one of the last. I don't know if he had anything to do with. Does it actually say stories or does it say just characters by on there?
It just says movies.
Oh, okay.
I think he was just given like executive producer credit, I believe, on Toy Story 4.
Well, that's sad. That is sad.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks though.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, it basically boils down to a few people that were basically like women who were like, "Oh, he's pushing us out of the way and stealing our ideas."
Oh my god!
I swear, women could be fucking monsters.
Fault.
Pixar. It's like, okay, maybe a motherfucker who's been in the business for, I don't know, fucking 40 years might know a thing or two about what he's doing. Just saying.
He started out as a Jungle Cruise skipper at Disneyland.
It's probably a Karen, like a bunch of Karens.
Fucking monsters.
Exactly.
Women can be fucking monsters.
Dang, y'all heifers crack me up. Let's see.
Joker's voice?
Joker's voice for $5. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, we already did that one. We were asking about Kamran. Okay. Jack White for $5. Thank you so very much. Question: do you guys think Netflix will race swap Nami in the One Piece series they're doing because Nami has orange hair? Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, probably.
If they follow the pattern, yeah, absolutely. They can't have these orange hair, red hairs. They can't.
We saw what they did to what was Clark Kent's, what was it, friend?
Which one?
The other dude.
Lana Lang. Wait, no, Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, they made him to black dude.
Yeah.
Did they really?
That'll probably happen.
Yeah, they did. Now it's a sickness. They can't
control it.
No.
They can't control it. It makes them feel so superior.
Let's throw them a bone. We're gonna race swap them.
I'm telling y'all, I put my mask on a couple of weeks ago, and I went into a store and I saw people without theirs. Man, I felt superior. I was looking around like, look at you fuckers. You don't care about people. Look at you. You're killing grandma, and you don't give a fuck. I felt really superior, and it makes them feel superior too. Telling you, I'm on to them. I'm on to their bullshit. What is it? My turn?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yep, Tron for $5. Oh wait, did we do this?
We did that one.
We did one. Okay.
All right. Adam Wofford for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Hey Tom, check Twitter from Whippin9901. I couldn't put in a super chat.
Tom. Oh, I guess they couldn't
do it, Tom.
Super chat.
Tom.
Oh no, not this one.
Oh,
this is a
I remember
blatantly racist commercial where
this
her
is
black
so
boyfriend
racist.
shows up. Yeah.
Oh my god, you've never seen this, Mandy?
Oh, you haven't?
Oh, just wait.
Just be quiet and let her react to it then.
This is so ridiculous.
改变只是一颗俏皮洗衣绒珠，俏皮全国招生热线400-800-5086。
This is so racist, man.
Why did they get away with that?
You know
Who
what?
said that was okay? Holy
I
fuck.
do not want to hear the next time somebody says, "Oh, America's a racist country." Pull that freaking commercial.
Oh my god. That is the most racist thing I've ever seen on top of Reimagine. Oh my god. Okay.
They have
That's
a
what
lot
they
of that
wanted
kind
me
of
to
stuff
share,
there.
though. So there you
Well, thank you. I had never seen that. So
There's a lot of weird commercials like that in China.
Yeah, there's
Weird.
there's an Italian one too.
Yeah, there is.
The reverse.
Ricardo Ospi. Oh, sorry, Tom.
I was. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say Raymond Hui.
Hey man.
Hey, Raymond, Hoey, thank you for that $50.
Raymond Hui.
Hoy
Send us
says,
$50. Holy cow! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It says, hi, all. In order to reimagine anything, Disney would need to have imagination, which they don't. The woke BS is just going with the tide. You ladies are always alluring and wise. Thank you for always uplifting my heart and spirit. Oh, hi, Tom and Kamran. Yeah, all the people at Disney who did have imagination, they left.
Gone.
They
Yeah,
are
they
out.
pieced.
They had a talent exodus going on, especially when Lasseter left. Left with them.
That's it.
Yep.
The well is dry.
Quat lose. Hey, Larry. Quat lose.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're on the next one.
Let's.
Oh wait, no, Ricardo Ospina,
Yeah,
thank
go
you so
ahead.
much for the $5. A lot of SJWs are bigots with a guilty conscience. You are right about that, because I feel like a lot of SJWs, the ones that like make the biggest stink, are usually like the biggest racists, or like they usually just project, right? So like I feel like they have a lot
Well,
of
that's what it is, because if you weren't doing it yourself, you probably wouldn't see a lot of racism, because America is not inherently a racist country. So unless you yourself are a racist, you're probably not going to see a lot. You'll see some, of course.
Yeah, I feel like
but
there's a lot of
not
skeletons in those people's closets. usually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can make those comments, if you can look at that Disney Reimagine thing and not be like, okay, that's fucked up, then there's something, it speaks volumes, because that's how you think everybody else thinks, because that's how you think. But in reality, nobody else thinks like that. No, that's just you. You fucked up. And they're too stupid to know.
Absolutely.
No projection. Let's see. We have Mr. J for $10. Thank you so very much for that. Appreciate that.
What you gonna do, Mr. J?
I was gonna just say that, like, it's Mr. J in the house.
What you gonna do to me, Mr. J?
You can't erase the past. Let it all be shown for all to see and make their own mind. That's true. Exactly true. I'm sorry, but King Louis was that dude. I loved King Louis.
I want to be like you.
He had his little dance.
I love King Louis, man.
Oh,
I did too.
that was
I
didn't
even realize he was racist.
No, you wouldn't have unless
he wasn't. No,
unless you have somebody.
He's singing, I want to be like you. I want to talk like you. I want to walk like you. He's saying he wants to be like the white man.
Oh my God. Is that what he's saying? Oh,
no.
Wait, no, I thought he was a little Asian boy. I know, I'm laughing.
Oh God.
I just thought he was like.
I thought he was talking about humans.
He was. He was.
Their bullshit back out.
Yeah.
I know, Tom. I was like, what the fuck? Did they seriously think that? That's so crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you literally have to sit there and be like, did they really think like that. But then you also have to keep in mind, we literally have politicians saying that Black people don't know how to go get a driver's license.
Yeah,
so to say that they don't think like that, it's fucking insane.
It's the craziest thing because I always talk about this with other people on my shows and stuff. We talk about like psychopathy and like the psychopathic mind and everything. It's because usually you don't like when you're a normal person, you can't think how the psychopaths think, and you can't really put yourself like in that position, so you can never really truly understand how they think. Exactly. So that's why it's like right now, like I can't understand how racists think because I'm not racist. So like
I don't share that comment.
I was like, what did they actually? I was like, oh my god, it's just so crazy.
It's not hard to think like them. It's real easy. You just take away all logic, and you inject as much bullshit as you can into something.
Yeah,
it's very simple.
That is what they do. What they do. Yeah,
completely. Let's see.
Mandy.
We are on.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Okay. Mexican Iron Man for $10. Thank you so much, Lovebug. As a Disney shareholder and as an accountant myself and former employee of a Fortune 5 company, ships like Disney take forever to alter course. I have hope, but hope takes time. # Team Chapek.
Aw, bless your heart, Mike.
I do agree. I think Chapek is not, I don't necessarily think he's one of us. I don't think he's going to be doing a goddamn thing for any of us, but I think he is a cheap motherfucker that likes money.
Yeah.
He wants to make the shareholders happy, and they cannot be happy right now with the way things are going. So I do think he is going to, it's going to, in the end, he's going to end up helping us, the consumer, because he's going to start making some changes. I think Cameron is right in that, and they are going to start making some really big changes soon. And I think Chapek is going to be the one that's running it.
I agree, and that's what I think Cameron and Script Doctor and Andre and others who are putting this out there are saying is, like if you had a guy like Chapek during the Disney Renaissance of the late 80s, early 90s, that's the wrong guy to have.
Yes,
he would have fucked all that shit up. But now, if you have a situation where we have here where you've let this fucking idealistic bullshit run amok, and that's the thing is Chapek may not even be 100% aware of what the problem is yet, and that's what he's trying to figure out. Because you got to remember, these fuckers are all in a bubble, and Chapek is even outside of that bubble in a way, because he's a money man. He was a parks guy. He was a lower level guy in a sense to where I'm sure he didn't get invited to all the cocktail parties and the barbecues and the golf games and all that kind of shit. And, it's a thing with Iger too, is Iger was the guy who was seen for the longest time as the guy who saved the company from Eisner. But now he's basically become Eisner, right?
Yeah.
Like, almost every move he's made is mirroring the end of Eisner's career almost like tenfold.
Right.
It's insane. So like, again, I don't know if Chapek's going to last. I have a feeling I said this morning that.
Did you just call him Chapek?
Yeah.
That's his nickname.
That's his nickname.
Considering what he's done with the
because of the
members and all this stuff,
the cast members.
And
I forgot that was his nickname. That's funny.
Chaps my ass. He's got lots.
Well, and that's the thing is and the reason why I believe there's so much resistance from the Marvel side of things, from especially Feige and Iger, is they worked very hard to get somebody like Chapek out of the equation. His name was Ike Perlmutter.
Oh my god.
They have a lot of similar business practices.
Right.
They don't give a shit if they're liked. They only give a shit if they're right, as Script Doctor keeps pointing out. And not only that, it's all about the money in the end.
Right.
And Bob is
all about the Benjamins, baby.
He's only going to give a shit if the movies are making money. And it's the same thing I brought up with Tom Rothman moving from Fox over to Sony. He was the worst thing to ever happen to Fox, but he's the best thing to ever happen to Sony. Go figure there. I think the big difference is the way he works things over there just happens to work that way. So yeah, Chapek was the worst thing that could have ever happened to the parks, but he might just be what Disney and Hollywood need right now to shake things up. And Perlmutter was an awful fucking guy. He was an awful guy, but he didn't get ousted because he was an awful guy. He got ousted because he got in Kevin Feige and Bob Iger's way. That's all. That's the only reason he's gone.
Right. Cool.
I would hate to have to work there and kiss ass.
I know, right?
No,
I couldn't. I would tell everybody in there to
couldn't
fuck
do it.
off within 5 minutes. I don't have whatever you need to be able to kiss ass at that.
I can't do it either.
You would have to have that corporate American mentality where
I ain't got that.
I ain't built for that.
It's not. I hate being in it, but apparently I'm good at it.
I'm in indie comics. That's below my pay grade.
We have, let's see, B. Francis for $10. Thank you so very much. Love the show. You ladies are insightful, funny, and lovely. You too, Tom. P.S. I would totally pet Mandy's possum.
Yeah,
oh my.
Boy. Yeah, I would let you pet my possum.
Oh my.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that super chat, love bug. And then we have next Sean ATHF, number one in the hood, G.
1300 boys
for $5. Just got here. Just got here. Did I miss anything important? I'm a big Dune fanatic, and I think this film may do justice to the books. How do you girls feel about it?
I'm looking forward to it.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, these ladies are really excited about it. Me personally, I've never been a really big Dune fan. They've about talked me into it though with Jason Momoa. So I may end up being a Dune fan. But right now I've never seen it, never read it. I don't know that much about it. But these ladies are really freaking excited, and that's kind of making me excited. So
like I said, I'm hyped up because I saw the trailer in the theater and it just looks freaking.
I cannot wait. I'm watching that shit on IMAX. It's going to be amazing. You got to see that.
It's gonna be great.
Jason Momoa on IMAX.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm bringing a drool bucket with me.
Oh my God. Take an extra pair of panties, Lorena.
Oh yeah. I got that covered.
Oh my God. We're on Valiant Renegade?
Yeah.
Is it my turn or is it Mandy's?
It's your turn.
It's your turn, but I think we read that one.
Did we?
Yes,
we did.
So Mexican Iron Man, Mike, thank you so much for $15. Says, God, I love this show and the four of you. Thank you for being a badass group of people. I freaking respect and love the absolute hellfire tarnation out of you all, my southern speak.
You
y'all.
said tarnation.
Y'all.
They got that old hellfire tarnation out here.
Yes, y'all.
I love that. Hellfire tarnation. That sounds great.
I hear Yosemite Sam when I hear those words.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Oh, you're amazing, Mike. Thank you so much. Let's see. We have Big Alchemy for $9.99. Thank you so very much. Can we assume that in companies like Disney, there are always execs or other leaders that disagree with the wokeness, but they're afraid to speak up? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Especially
100%.
if you're like down at the bottom and you're just happy to get, in that mahogany row in the executive suite, even if you disagree, you're not
going to do it publicly.
You're not going to blow that. You're not
well,
going to do it
we actually know as much because we heard from kind of like the horse's mouth when Gina Carano interviewed Ben Shapiro, and she talked about how she had people that she worked with that were completely like, we know that you're getting fucked over, and we know that what's going on at Disney is not cool, but they weren't saying anything because they were afraid to lose their jobs.
Yeah, exactly. people don't want to lose their job. The economy, let's be honest right now, the economy is absolutely fucked no matter where you live. It's all happening at once everywhere. No matter where you live, your economy is probably fucked up. If you are lucky enough to have a reliable, steady job, you are not going to do a fucking thing to possibly lose that reliable, steady job and have to go into the work field again. The workforce with nothing. No, but it's the economy isn't stable enough to where anybody could take no, fuck this, I'm out. I'll just go get another job because you don't know if there's going to be another one.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, that is 100% correct. They're people.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
There we go.
Why did it end early? I was about to bust into the next.
Because I accidentally bought it into your point. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Are you kidding me? Chances are I don't even know where I was going with that. I was just going to make it up as I went. So no worries.
Mandy, you're up next with the Culture Casino.
Culture Casino for $5. And he says, shh, I'm lurking. Gotta go soon.
Hey, bye.
Hey, Culture.
That sounds really pervy, Culture. I like it.
I like it. I like when he whispers sweet nothings in my ear.
I'm lurking.
I'm very naughty.
Yeah.
Let's
Naked Fame, thank you so much for the $5. Says Kevin Smith is so woke now, he makes Kevin Spacey look like Kevin Nash. I don't know who Kevin Nash is.
Kevin Nash is a wrestler. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
Not only is he a wrestler, he was Super Shredder.
He was Super Shredder.
Right.
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Wasn't he Super Freddy too? Jesus, I can't even remember now.
Oh my goodness. Supers was he?
Very positive. He's a big guy. He is a big guy. So
wow.
Now Kevin Nash was amazing. He really was.
He was. I'm bad with names, but I remember this dude.
Look who you talking to. Bad with names.
Just for those of you who are like me in the chat and don't know who he is, this is who he is.
Who's this guy? Who's he? Well,
Kevin Nash, NWO.
No, I'm wrong. His first movie was Super Shredder.
It was Super Shredder.
Oh, okay.
He's
nice. Nice. Let's see. We have Coughtron again for $2. Thank you so very much. Says Raina, your hair looks fabulous. Yes, noticed. Oh, well, thank you.
It does. Her hair is beautiful. It is.
I'm so glad you liked it. Thank you.
Always beautiful, Lorena.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh wait, that's not okay. I'm sorry. Just like following along. Mandy, it's your turn.
Oh, it's on me. Okay. Who are we on? Culture.
An old guy.
No, Culture is. We did that.
Oh, we did that
one. That one.
Yeah.
Okay, just an old guy for $5. I love that name. Straight to the point.
Just an old guy.
Yeah, just an old guy. What's up? Thank you so much for the super chat, Love Bug. It's the Russo brothers leaving MCU part of Feige's attacks on Chapek.
I heard it had something to do with ScarJo's situation.
I think it's just they were reading the tea leaves and were like, well, if that's what they're going to do to ScarJo, I don't think I really want to deal with Marvel. I might look for something else.
That's what it seems like so far. That's what the media has been reporting anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a Feige thing. It just seems we see which way the wind is blowing and we might not want to.
We're taking a step back and reassessing where we want to go.
They're basically saying Netflix call me.
Yeah, probably. Either that or Amazon.
One of those two.
I feel like I really helped Amazon out on Twitter the other day.
I agree with you. I didn't give them shit. You did help. I did.
I told
a suggestion.
Yeah.
About the theme. Well, I would have had one, but it seems that they did that one already. People put that in on Twitter. Yeah.
I went with breast men. I think breast men would be amazing to do an all-female cast because, all right, look at it, guys. All it is going to be girls playing with each other's titties, like for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes of titties.
Like that. It's called porn.
Yeah, but this is like this is classy, Nina. God damn, this isn't just some
sorry, man.
It's not hardcore porn. It's just some titty playing. That's classy.
Fair. That's fair. I didn't give them shit. I was just like, go think of something original, you freaking idiots. And by the way, I'm sick of all female everything.
I don't want except for this stream. I like I like this with the occasional guy. But other than that, I'm tired of all female shit. So.
I'm done with all the female movies stuff. It's like, can we get some dudes in here like anytime? I don't know.
I want to see some.
I already see enough women anatomy. I want to see some boobs.
You got time?
Anatomy.
Oh my.
I'll watch any movie if you tell me there's Wang in it. I got so mad at my friend because we watched all of that Mathol. Do you know who I'm talking about? The grumpier old men. I watched one about
Robert
them
Mathol.
I watched one about them on a boat, like those two old men on a boat, and my friend told me there would be dong. So I watched that whole movie waiting for the dick, and it never came. No, I never got old man dick.
It's not. No.
Bullshit.
It's not in there.
Is what
I
I'm
swear,
saying.
every time we have this conversation, I tell you to watch that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode.
Phrasing.
Because that's all they talk about is wanting dong back. in the
Mandy
movies.
said she didn't see old man dick come, and nobody said shit.
Y'all.
I know y'all didn't expect me to say something. I know that.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay, Nina,
Getting
you're on
late.
Dash D's.
Dash D's, thank you so much for the $5. Says Mandy, there's a very real difference in being a watcher and a voyeur. Usually, one includes a closet and a video cam, and you're sitting in front of a what?
Don't you worry about how I watch.
Not only that, only one of them is an option on Pornhub. I'm just saying.
Oh God.
Is that true? There's not two options.
I have
No, there's
idea.
just voyeurism, not peeping Tomism.
I'm just a big bird trying to get a look at mommy.
I have never heard that before. Mandy,
Oh
you
my
killed
God.
me. Mandy killed me.
Tom knows where it's from. Tom knows exactly where I got that from. Just a big bird trying to look at mommy. That's on Little Nicky. Little Nicky. He falls out of the tree looking at her change him.
Oh, I did not see
forgot
that
about
one.
that. I haven't seen that in forever,
I
man.
haven't.
Oh, I'm making a point to watch that movie at least once a year. Little Nicky's great. Duke Johnson.
With the fucking boob guy. Like, oh my God.
Man. Let's see, where are we?
Diego Flores?
We did that one because
we did that one, yeah.
That one. Kiki Hideout we're on.
We did that one too.
We did that one too. Okay.
Yeah, I accidentally got some in there posted twice. Sorry.
Okay,
That
let's
happens.
see. We're doing Ray Forever
Mhm.
for $5. Atole con el dedo is a Mexican saying. It means you're not fooling me. Oh, so kind of like how in English, don't pee down my leg and tell me it's raining.
Yeah.
I love Judge Judy. She has the best freaking phrases.
I love her. I love her.
She's great.
She's a bitch. I would never go to her.
Now
would
she's
never.
a boss bitch. Okay, Judge Judy is a boss bitch.
She is
She's
a boss
a
bitch. She'll tell people, shut up.
She's a cunt. That's
Yeah.
the best word. She is mean. I would never go to her.
She is not
Ever.
playing with anybody.
She not
No.
nice. No.
Uh-uh.
No. Amanda, up next you have Diego Flores.
Yep, Diego Flores for 10 woolly bullies. I don't know what those are, but thank you so much, Love Bug. Also, to add to the Dune reviews, many mainstream Hollywood outlets didn't like it, giving me hope that this might actually be good because either they haven't read or are being pedantic. And you are probably absolutely 100% correct.
A lot of
on that.
people have been saying that about the reviews coming out. So I don't
Yeah.
know. It got me excited too. I was like, hey, if these people are saying it's bad, it's probably good.
Yeah.
Hey!
They're like, it's very sick. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see it now. Now I'm really wary when people are like, "Oh, it's a great movie." You
Yeah,
have
I
to
know.
see
Yeah,
it,"
like-
and they're overly
It's a
Like
triumph.
Shang-Chi. Like with Shang-Chi.
Yeah, exactly. It's
They
a
had
triumph.
like freaking Rotten Tomatoes had like a 90% review like before the movie even came out.
Yeah,
You know what?
they're full of shit.
This is bad, but when they said Shang-Chi was a triumph, I'm like, what? The insult comic dog is in the movie?
Oh my God.
It's a triumph.
By the way, speaking of that, look what Simalu shared on his Instagram stories.
Are you going to share? Oh, okay. I was about to say, do I need to look?
Oh wow.
Look at that, right? So you got the quartering here. We got Drinker, Geeks and Gamers. I don't know who this one is. You got Az,
Gary, that's Nerdrotic.
Clownfish.
Up there where it says flop, that's Nerdrotic.
Oh, there you go. That's Nerdrotic.
I will say this. I will say this.
Ryan Kinnell.
I think Valiant's video makes a very valid point. I think next weekend will tell the true tale. This movie will not make its money back.
Guess we'll find out.
I believe it. I
I still think it's really funny though that he actually went and put all these icons in his story.
Oh,
This dude.
I believe it. I believe it. I mean, even if you look at like say
as Valiant says
like
right here.
Pedro Pascal. Yeah, that's on Pace to Lose It. Yeah, exactly. I don't like the theater that I went in, literally, you couldn't fill up a short bus.
Well, just
the
read it.
Did you just say the short bus?
I did.
Valiant Renegade, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. As I was just talking about, he says, yeah, such an effing triumph that it's on pace to lose a ton of money. Good luck crossing 500 million just to break even. That's right, Twinsy.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Nah,
I forget who I was talking to. Actually, it was Damaj and I. Damaj and I was talking to last night, and he was saying that it was either him or Script Doctor, and was saying that it was sold out at his local theater. Shang-Chi, not jokingly.
Interesting.
Yeah, like he was saying it like it actually was sold out.
I know when I went, and it was the release like the night of.
You know what, Douglas, you're right on this. This is the best part is why did you even have to comment?
Naaman's, I know it's a copy of a Reddit post, but it's from the dude's story though. It's a screenshot from his story that somebody posted on Reddit.
Right. Man. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Scott Hughes?
No, Infinite Wonder, I think. Oh no, wait, Scott Hughes is the one before that too.
Yeah, Scott Hughes.
So thank you, Scott Hughes, for $5. Says, Mandy, was there a Walmart Gator in South Carolina? I'm in Greenville. What is that?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Okay, South Carolina. Sounds like something we would do. Didn't you live here once? Ha ha ha.
I did. I lived in Malden for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. No, I'm afraid not. The Georgia or the Gator situation is in Georgia. That's where the Gator situation. That's where it's roaming around eating pigeon. But I'm not saying y'all don't have one up there in Greenville too. You very well could, because you know how these fucking rednecks act. They get a pet. They can't take care of it, so they go and put it behind the Walmart. So, yeah, you probably got one too. But
apparently, that's the animal surrender station.
Right? Yeah, behind the Walmart. Behind the Walmart. But yeah, I did. I live in Malden for about 2 years. It's beautiful there. So you live in a cool area. So, yay.
Okay, let's see. Where are we?
Infinite Wonder.
Infinite Wonder for $5. So that would be you, Nina, right?
Is it me? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't I read that one? Okay, never mind. If there is no magic, thank you so much for the $5, Infinite Wanderer. If there's no magic in the universe, then all prophecies are false or self-fulfilling, or both. Very true. That's accurate.
Same. And we have Nina Marachi for $1. No message, but thank you so much for the $1 super.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I like your name. Wait, I'm reading Tom's message. Okay, here we go. Coughtron? No, we read that one.
We did that one.
So we're Valiant Renegade for $2.
Okay, so it's Mandy's turn.
Oh, okay. Valiant Renegade for $2. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Tom and I look the same. I get it. There is a little bit of y'all looking the same. It's very sexy. I want to see you two.
There's a likeness.
That's why I called them twinsies. No, it was when I made the crack about all white boys looking the same.
Oh.
Okay, well, we had Nerd Cookies for $2. Says thanks for the shout out, ladies. Thank you, Nerd Cookies.
No, thank you, love.
Yes, thank you.
You keep on killing it, Nerd Cookies.
Yes, and your video was freaking fantastic. So thank you. It was awesome.
Let's see. We are at Red Tigress for $5. Thank you so very much. The point of Frank Herbert is the danger in putting your faith in a charismatic leader.
Yep.
Yeah, you never know if the one that you put your faith in is going to stay righteous or not. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of what he says is very true even today. We need to question government more.
Yep, a lot of evil motherfuckers are charismatic as hell. So just remember, always remember that.
Justin Trudeau.
Right? I mean, nobody sold all their shit and moved to Guana for somebody that wasn't charismatic. So yeah, just be careful who you put your faith in. Follow your own heart, your own beliefs, know what your beliefs are, follow those, and then you'll never be and then you won't ever be steered wrong by following the wrong people.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Demogeni corrected me, said my theater was full, not sold all the way out, but most definitely full. Okay, so full.
Okay.
Full theater.
Okay. All right. We have Red Tigress, another one.
Thank you.
Oh, is it me? Okay. The mission. What is this? The Missionaria?
The Missionaria?
The Missionaria Protectiva created the profess for their protest. Hederac to help provide protection for a sister when and if needed. Yes. That is all like Dune stuff.
Okay, I was lost. So
yeah,
okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Let's see. We have Big Alchemy for $9.99. Thank you so very much for that. The boss lady in the Reimagine video was a redhead. Disney's going to have to recast her.
I know. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked to see a redhead in that commercial.
Yeah. I don't know what their problem is with Firecrotch, but they don't like it.
And then Stephen Otten sent something. Okay, let me check Twitter.
Oh Lord!
If he did, what is it? Because I don't.
I don't know if it's Stephen Otten, but Deleted Scene sent this one.
What did I see?
If you put Nicolas Cage's face on Ross from Friends, it just makes him look more like Ross.
Oh my God. That's the star of Breast Man right there.
Steven, which one is yours? I don't know.
I don't see that one.
Maybe Tom. Tom, did you get anything from Stephen Otten?
No, I didn't see anything. I just saw that Ross thing, so you're gonna have to send it again.
That is Stephen Otten.
Oh,
was
okay.
it? Oh,
okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, I did see that.
Perfect.
It's kind of funny.
I love it. You're right. It does look like Ross again.
Crazy.
It actually looks like, you know what he looks like? He looks like his double. Remember in that episode when he had like a doppelganger and Rachel was going out with him when they were like,
the mean Ross.
The mean Ross one.
The mean Ross,
yeah. He looks like that guy. But it was actually like, David Schwimmer. They just gave him like a fake nose and like stuff like that. But he looks like that guy.
Yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy as fuck.
Let's see. Have a Naked Fame? I think that's you, Nina.
Okay, I'm sorry. I lost where I was. Okay, Naked Fame for $2. Thank you so much for that. Naked Fame says SJW's making the biggest stink are the biggest turds.
That is
RDS. I like how you spelled that. Turds.
Yeah, turds.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh God, it's funny. Let's see. Coughtron for $2. Thank you so very much for that. May I ask your overall take on Zendaya? Thank you. I really don't have an opinion on Zendaya.
I think she's all right. I don't like her as MJ.
I really don't like her as MJ.
I think she's. My husband has some very passionate opinions about Zendaya. He does not like her at all.
I'm not a fan of her. I'm not a fan of hers.
He doesn't like her at all.
Really about her, frankly. So
I was like,
asking
when we were talking about Dune, and he's like, "Ugh, that's who I get to look at as a girl in this movie." Like, gross. I was like, he's like, you get like freaking, the guy you like, Aquaman, Jason Momoa. He's like, you get Jason Momoa, and I get her. Like, ugh. I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I mean, she's cute, but she's not like stunning.
No.
You
Yeah.
know, she's
I mean,
not
I think
like
she's pretty. She's all right. I
it's
don't
like
know.
she's okay. You know, my only beef is her. I don't like her as MJ because MJ's supposed to
I don't like her as MJ, and I didn't even like her acting as MJ. So I'm not like that. That's the only thing about her that I know. Like her only work that I know is through Spider-Man. So when when people were like, "Oh, she's gonna be Dune," I was like, okay, like let's see how this goes because I really didn't like her in Spider-Man. But it's not like it's not like I have a choice. I'm still gonna watch Dune.
Let's
see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, Mandy, you have Xenobit.
I haven't seen a bit for $2. Long duck dong.
You have to do the sick gong crash.
Ching. Wait, no, what? What's it called? What? Ting.
For 16 candles, when they said every time they would say his name, you'd hear like that gong
dong
crash.
yeah.
It's 16 candles.
My God, Mandy just killed me. I'm dead.
I love that kid. I thought he was freaking funny in 16 candles.
He actually got some too. It was really impressive. Why am I was about to say somebody better bring their ass back. I'm sitting here on cam by myself looking like an asshole.
Girlfriend.
I had to get off camera because you made me go crazy, Mandy. I was like dying.
I always feel like fucking Big Bird when everybody leaves me on camera, but I'm like I'm just this asshole sitting here by myself on camera, and I was like, no, y'all ain't doing me that way. Okay.
Oh man. Nina, you have a cough trying?
No, you know what? Mandy's good.
Oh wait, that says Mandy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Coughtron for $5. Thank you so much, Lebug. Mandy, I'm just a big bird trying to look at mommy. What the? I mean, what if? Hey, you never know. I could be right now looking in your window. You don't know. I could be.
Okay, what's up?
It's pretty hot.
And then we had Ricardo Espina. Thank you so much for the $5. Says Shang-Chi wasn't bad. Some of the fighting looked weird, like dancing. I like Free Guy better.
Thank you. One of my biggest, oh God, yeah, you'll see my review too. But one of my biggest gripes is if I'm going to see a martial arts movie, I need to see martial arts. I don't need to see freaking dancing. And literally, I was saying, are we fighting? Or are we dancing?
Well, isn't like a good martial arts kind of like a dance? Is that what they were trying to go for?
No, there's dancing, and then there's because martial arts is supposed to be lethal,
right?
And you always have that lethal feeling when that combat is going on. You don't get that. I swear. And this one is like they're mostly just like dancing. It almost felt like it wasn't like they were playing at martial arts.
Like Cobra Kai was more like there was more at stake in Cobra Kai than like this movie.
You felt like that intensity going on when you saw like all the combat going on in in Cobra Kai. They weren't like, oh, let's do this and oh, let's look at the camera. And
oh my God.
No,
I'm just trying to get a feel for it because I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet. So
that was one of my biggest gripes about it. I was like, I can't, if you can't take this seriously, I'm not going to either.
That hurts. Okay.
Yeah.
Raymond.
Let's see. We have Raymond Hoy for $10. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Speaking as a Chinese man who is proud of his heritage, but not a fan of the policies of the CCP. I know a lot of folks like that. I have no interest in Shang-Chi at all. I'll stick with my Bruce Lee collection. Thanks. Love you all. Thank you.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here.
I'm about to go on another rant. I'm just like all of the martial arts movies that I would see, between like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Chow Yun-fat, Jet Li, and there were even a couple of blaxploitation movies that were based off of Kung Fu as well, like Jim Kelly. So that's the type of stuff that I'm used to seeing. So I would actually, I'd go back, watch my Bruce Lee collection. I'd rather go back and watch Enter the Dragon on repeat.
Yes, I mean, same here. And also, like, man, Jackie Chan, like some of his old stuff, like Legend of the Drunken Master, like that's one of my favorite movies ever. I love that movie so much.
God,
So good, just so good, so funny, so much action. Ugh,
Action,
perfect
tension,
movie.
comedy at the same
Everything.
time. I mean, even like the movie Rush Hour, which is why I like it so. Good God, it was hilarious.
So good, so good. What do you think about the whole like Rush Hour 4 that they're doing? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one though, man.
I don't know. I didn't.
I
Really
don't trust a goddamn thing.
I didn't like the third one. I just like the first.
I didn't
and
either.
second one.
And the second one, I wasn't even a huge fan of. It's all right. It's better than the third one, but
yeah.
What's funny is Jackie Chan said those movies are the ones that he hates the most.
Really?
What?
Is it?
Oh, like he hates Rush Hour, he says?
Yeah, he hated making them, didn't like them. He doesn't. So if they're getting him to come back for part 4, it's all about the money, baby.
Oh, he's getting paid for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing to hear because I know there are people who hadn't even heard of Jackie Chan until he showed up in a Rush Hour movie. So I'm wondering if it has something more to do with maybe like a technical aspect or something. I can probably see that because there's a difference between the other
CCP
movies. Like
probably doesn't like him.
Yeah.
What doesn't like him?
The CCP.
Oh, I see.
You know, Jackie Chan loves himself to CCP.
It does have a black guy in it, you know.
Yeah, that's it too.
That's probably it. But whatever that
because Jackie Chan actually said the N-word in Rush Hour 1. Anyway.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Oh my God, that movie is so problematic.
Yeah, it's extremely problematic. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Mia, do you want to go next?
Yes. Who are we on though?
Oh my God,
Zario.
Naked Fame. That's terrible.
Dang.
Okay. Wait, who are we?
Cesario, JPN.
Cesario, JPN. Thank you so much, Levo, for $2. Seriously. Are they now canceling Bob Ross with that? What?
What?
To do with
how the fuck are they going to cancel Bob Ross? All he did was paint happy little fucking trees.
Yeah.
Netflix has some fucking documentary coming out on him. They're going to try and do to him what they did to the other Michael Jackson and shit. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's something to do with a past relationship. I tried finding some info on it. I find very little. It's to me, it's this.
I know he had like major drug problems and stuff like that when he was.
I am getting so sick and tired of this bullshit about trying to tear people down after they're fucking dead and cannot defend themselves.
I agree.
Can we just focus on that badass afro we had?
But the thing is,
other than that, that should be all we focus on. Is he had a wicked afro.
I know Rob. He had like major drug problems and stuff like that, and then he like overcame his problems by painting, and that was his whole thing. Is that how like painting can be like therapeutic, and it can take you to places with your emotions, like you can overcome certain things.
And that's so he remembered.
Yeah, that's how he should be remembered. It's ridiculous that they're trying to like. That makes me.
We gotta fuck up everybody that died. That last little.
That's true.
They've done it to everybody from John Wayne to Martin Luther King, for fuck's sake. I mean, who is next? Everybody. It's like it's open fucking season, and when they're going after Bob Ross, it's like. You clearly know it's open fucking season.
Totally.
Because Bob Ross.
Next is Mr. Rogers. Then it's like
exactly.
I think they've already gone after him. I think they've already gone after Mr. Rogers. I seem to remember something with him. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
So
we're on Xenobit, Nina.
Xenobit, thank you so much for the $5. Says, oops, sorry, it jumped on me. When Tom was a kid, did he hate it when Lucy pulled the football right before he kicked it?
Yes. And when you guys were talking about boss bitches before, all I could think about was Lucy Van Pelt. We should call her Lucy. Call her Lucy's. She's the bossiest bitch I know.
I love Lucy, actually.
Lucy is such a bitch.
She's definitely a Chad. But my point is this: she's still a boss bitch.
I like her better than Peppermint Patty.
Me too.
I
freaking hated her. I love Peppermint Patty.
Just hasn't come to terms with the fact that she's a lesbian. Like
exactly, it's just embrace that.
Yeah,
and get it over with.
She was in the closet.
It's all it's going to take is for Peppermint Patty's heart to get broke when Charlie Brown goes off with the little redhead.
The red-haired girl.
Like, I'm fucking redhead too, Charlie Brown. then she realized like, fuck this shit, fuck men, I hate men. And this is around college.
And then Marcy was like always hanging around, like
Marcy
praying that she would realize it.
Sir, can I help you, sir?
Yeah.
Look at the freaking want to call her freaking sir.
Give me a break. She's been calling her sir since the 1960s.
That's very true.
Very
true.
We have
Man, the Peanuts were so progressive.
They were. I freaking loved them.
Charlie
That's why I
Brown is
liked
the
them.
original white man. They started treating him like SJWs treat white men back then.
Yeah,
it's like they fucking knew.
Yeah.
Tom, are you gonna go as Charlie Brown this Halloween?
I
You
am
should.
Charlie Brown.
You
Yeah. Are they going to use your head to
Good grief.
draw the?
Yeah, you gotta wear that white shirt with like the
It's
jaggedy.
not hard for me to do. All I gotta do is get the shirt.
Or
and
sorry,
just
the
put a
yellow.
little whoop-de-whoop
Yeah,
on my fucking
that's all you
head.
got to do.
You do.
It even looks so cute.
Just like walk around with a football.
Look cute.
Paint Sadie white.
Oh God. Let's see. We have
Give her a big
Cough-
black nose like Snoopy.
Oh my god, that would be so cute.
That'd be hilarious. Let's see. We have Coughtron for $2. Says
Charlie's had
Nina.
enough of their shit.
Your
This
screen
summer, Charlie goes crazy.
Oh my god.
Tom can throw me off with that.
I'd
Nana
watch
voice.
that.
I freaking love it. I would too. With
I would
Belle
watch
on.
that.
Fuck you, Lucy.
That'd be good.
The bitch had it coming. The bitch had it coming. Pull a football out from under me now, bitch.
I'm surprised Robot Chicken didn't do that.
That would be
Maybe
funny.
they did. I don't know.
I know.
I think
I
they
know.
did, 'cause I think
Family Guy
Linus had,
did.
like a fucking smack problem or some shit, and like he was
That-
married to what's her face, Charlie Brown's little sister, and-
Sally.
Sally, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that whole storyline too. What she had a biggest crush on Linus, and Linus didn't give a shit about her.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. And she lost out on all that candy hanging out with his ass on, Halloween,
Halloween.
and had the most epic
Let's be
meltdown
real.
ever.
Linus is gonna wind up being like a priest or some shit. Especially
That was
after
the
that.
story of my life though. Like I was like, because I was like I had a crush on this dude, and like he did not like pay attention to me at all. And I was like, that was like the story of my life. I was like, I feel you, Sally. I feel you, girl.
That's so sad. That's horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we got off topic. I'm
Let's
sorry.
I'm sorry.
see. We
I'm sorry.
have where are we? Coughtron for $2. Thank you so much. Says Nina, your screen image is problematic. Too sexy.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Coughtron. That is such a sweet compliment. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then it's Mandy's turn.
Mandy. Mm-hmm.
Who are we on? I'm sorry. Who are we on?
Xenobit.
All right, Xenobit for $5. Thank you so much. I love bug. Long Duck Dong came out of the closet in 1989. He said, "Supplies."
Ooh. Oh my
Wow,
god.
that's fucking good.
That was good.
Oh
Love that.
man.
Wow. And then we had Dark King. Thank you so much for the $2. Says Mandy Sutra suggestion, the double dragon.
The double dragon. I will write that down, and by next Monday, I will have you one called the double dragon.
Oh my goodness.
But just know you have to have that one. You may need tools for.
If you do the double dragon, you have to have a move in there called the Billy and the Bimmy.
All right.
That's a deep cut for those who've played the game. They fuck up Jimmy's name in the one game and they call him Bimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh
My goodness.
All right, I got you, Dark King. Don't you worry.
Let's see. We have Tsukiyomi99 for $5. Thank you so much. Shang-Chi is the last of my money Disney is going to get. I am sick of men being emasculated and women being Mary Sues. Yes, there was a distinct lack of testosterone in
That is so
Shang-Chi.
sad.
When I watch martial arts movies, there's toxic male
Energy
crap going
Yeah.
on throughout the whole freaking thing. And that's what I'm used to seeing. This right here, oh my God. I'm like, is he gonna cry now? He's gonna freaking cry.
Oh
now?
my God. That
Is
is
he
so
cry now?
upsetting, Lorena.
And his sister like doing the whole training montage. Well,
Look,
I just had to watch.
I have not watched a
Right.
lot of kung fu movies with women, but I got to imagine that as macho as some of those are, they just got to make your uteruses explode while you're watching them. I mean,
Oh hell yeah. That's
Oh
what
yeah.
that's
Dude,
what I watch.
I love those movies, man.
They
like it just
are
oh,
amazing. They're getting their asses kicked and they're like
very
ripping and
carnal.
cutting. Just, all of that flipping energy. I mean, shoot, that's badass stuff. I love
That's
that.
very carnal. I love
Very.
it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Hillis thinks
who we have?
we missed one of his super chats. Let me look.
Oh no!
Did we?
I hope not.
Oh no, Hillis.
Let me
I
look
think-
here. The last one we got from
Is that the
Hillis.
last one when is he the one who talked about the tweet?
No. Hillis Mallory.
Oh no, sorry, that was Stephen Otten.
I would say I haven't got one from Hillis in a while. We must have missed it. What did you say, Hillis? I'm sorry. Nina and I have been trying to keep up on the super chats.
Yes, sorry about that.
Crazy generous and
Try and make sure that I didn't miss any. I've been getting some extra help.
Put it in the chat and tag us, and we'll.
Yeah,
do
you don't
it.
have to re-super chat. Just
let's see.
I'm not seeing another one in here, so we positively must have missed it, or I don't know if it didn't go through or what, buddy. So yeah, just tag Midnight's Edge, and I'll grab it.
Okay. Mandy, you want to get Christopher?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I was digging through them, and I lost my play. There we go. Christopher for $2. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Ha, Mandy likes wieners. What a gay. Also, hi all.
Oh my god. If Mandy likes them, I don't know if that's gay. I think that's pretty hetero.
Considering I could go have a sex change and be a lesbian, that's gay.
Oh my god, that's gay. All right, Eric Runch Madsen, thank you so much. I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for the 50 woolly bullies, as Mandy says. The CCP imprisoned Jackie Chan's son, and he is facing a potential death sentence. So no wonder Chan is pro CCP. I did not know that.
That explains a lot.
It was a little dark joke on my part, but yeah, that's kind of why I said that.
Wow.
What? Is that for a fact? Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no wonder he did
It's under
such a
some
huge
drug
flip
charge.
then.
I can't remember what it was.
Well,
but
they
yeah.
don't play when it comes to drug charges.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
facing some
no.
major shit. So he's trying to kiss some major CCP butt.
Oh, no wonder he did such a major flip then.
And yeah, Zeno did. I got the
man.
supplies joke. I don't know if anybody else did, but
From UHF.
UHF with
Okay. I haven't seen that
actor,
in a
yeah.
long time.
I have not seen that movie in probably 20 years.
It's freaking funny.
Oh, it's so stupid.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's an old, like a 80s movie, right?
Feel of
Yeah.
fish. Oh, the red snapper. Very tasty.
That's a lot I remember.
And when they come out of the supply closet, they're like, supplies. And they kick all their ass. Yeah.
That sounds
Did
extremely
Weird Al
problematic.
did Weird Al do a song for that, or was he in it? Because I
Weird Al
swear
was
to
in it. It was his
okay,
movie.
I swore that he had something to do with that movie, but like
Oh,
I said,
yeah,
I haven't seen
was
it in 20
it
years.
was the
So
Weird Al movie, but it got buried by Batman and Ghostbusters and Indiana Jones and shit
Oh.
like that. So yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. Well, we have Coughtron for $5. Thank you so much. Tom, props on Marcy. And totally always love Peanuts.
Same here.
I did too.
I
And
still
then,
watch it every holidays. We watch.
I do too.
I watch the Halloween one. I watch the Thanksgiving one. I watch the Christmas one. At every year, man.
Especially the
Easter
Christmas
Beagle,
one.
Easter Beagle,
The Easter Beagle.
the Valentine's one, and when the summer starts on the last day of school, we watch Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. So we watch that one too. But that's one of my favorites.
I actually have all the holiday specials in 4K, so now 6.
Do you? Oh, Tom, I'm so jelly.
Awesome.
Hillis Mallory says he doesn't remember, but he says it was about the Free Guy going over 100 million this weekend. I thought we got one about that.
We got
Didn't
one
we?
that said that they liked Free Guy better
okay,
than
so it wasn't
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, well, I'm sorry
Yeah,
about
we
that.
definitely missed this one, Hillis. I'm
I am
sorry.
so sorry. Yeah, that's on me. And like I said, Nina's even been trying to
mean-
help me so I don't miss them. But
I'm not doing nothing to help nobody, so y'all can
not
blame it on me. I ain't done shit.
It's all fucking Mandy's fault. Fucking
Yeah, I ain't done a goddamn thing over here. So
we are
my
kind of
fault.
down one wrench. Mr. Trickle Trunks wasn't feeling so great.
Six is
so
hanging in there, I know,
some love.
somewhere, and I
Mhm.
don't know if she's still here, but yeah, she was earlier, and
Thank you, Six.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. And thank you, everybody
might
who's
even
been
be at
hanging
work
out.
herself,
yes,
for all I
thank
know
you
now.
guys.
Absolutely. Let's see, Mandy, you're up next with Rudy for $5.
Sure. Rudy for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. My state is 37% Asian, 25% part Asian, over 60% total. The movie's director is from here. Even with all that potential, the theaters here are empty.
Ooh, that sucks.
That's.
Ooh.
I mean, let me ask y'all, because I don't watch Kung Fu. I've never been a Kung Fu girl. I've seen a few. I liked what I saw, but it's not really the genre that I go to.
Right.
Are people really hungry for like Kung Fu movies? How long has it been since good Kung Fu movie has come out? For those that love Kung Fu.
It's a pretty niche kind of
because
we were talking about this morning in the highest grossing what I would consider martial arts film, because we tried to kind of define it, was Hero from back in 2006, and I think it made almost $55 million. So that's the other thing I was pointing out this morning, was like, it was like these headlines were pre-written, because it was like they knew there was no way this movie was not going to make more than Halloween 2007 did, right?
Yeah.
Like, that movie's 15 fucking years old. And Labor Day is notoriously one of the worst weekends for movies. Even though it's a 4-day weekend or a 3-day weekend, or however you want to look at it. Kids are headed back to school, or they're about to head back to school. People usually plan trips. There's a lot of fairs and shit going on in the Midwest. You know, it's historically not a huge weekend, but there was a dozen other wins that this movie got. If we even accept at face value the amount of money it made, there's a lot of shit they could have been boasting about outside of, oh, it beat the Labor Day weekend record. It's like, so what? Big fucking deal. Because as I pointed out this morning, that's like a 6-foot-something guy fucking bragging about beating some 3-foot-nothing guy in one-on-one basketball.
I thought you said nuttin'. I thought you said some 6-foot nuttin' guy, and I was getting really. It sounded like, damn, there's some big old nuts. You talking about?
You mean nuts? Like,
yeah, I thought you were talking about
these
a
nuts.
These nuts.
Lord.
No, but to me, it's just ridiculous. Like, it's like all these headlines were pre-written, because even, like I said, even if we don't believe that there was any shenanigans involved, I mean,
I'm going to tell you this.
Deal.
I'm going to tell you this. If Simu Liu, or whatever his name is, Simu Liu, if he hadn't come out and said so much crap about being the best, like, you know, now Asian star, and like, you know, basically didn't give any respect to those that came from the past, and just did stuff like this to promo the movie, just like went out and had fun and like just did real cool shit, I think more people would have been interested in the movie than seeing, like, you know, him just being like cool and like just doing cool stuff. Like, people want to see people doing flips and shit.
That's fucking awesome. You know? And I used to be able to do a backflip, but now I'm afraid I would break something if I tried.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think he could have done
back
better.
in the day.
I could at one point.
I'm impressed he got the pitch in. Most of those guys usually don't.
I know.
Yeah, it says got to be one of the best first pitches of the year. I mean, this guy freaking killed it as a pitcher.
He did. Look at him.
Yeah, he actually looks like he's having fun. And
yeah, he does.
I was literally almost this close not seeing it because of him mouthing off. But I said, you know what?
Girl, don't even lie. You got free tickets. Don't you even go there. You got free tickets. That's why you went.
That's true.
Hell yeah. Somebody else is done.
Well, moving on with super chats, Raymond Hoy is next, I believe.
Raymond
Hoy. If I remember, that's how we're supposed to say it.
I don't know whose turn it is, but I don't think it's mine. Nina, I think it's
Is it me? Okay,
yes,
Raymond, thank you so much for the $5. Says, as someone who lives in Santa Rosa, California, where Charles Schultz lived, I would totally watch Charlie Goes Crazy. Tom, you're a genius.
Tom is a fucking genius.
Honestly,
no, but he doesn't get the credit. He doesn't get the
talked
credit.
about doing like a little like skit show about, you know, Charlie Brown grown up and what he'd be dealing with. But like, what sucks is like COVID right now is going on, so it'd be boring as piss. But that, and I have to get actors and shit, and
I'll act, but you, my voice is pretty.
Well, I mean, like I
don't think
literally
you could
play
use it,
like
but-
a live action grown up old Charlie Brown, because like you guys said, like
Hey, if you do that though, how are you going to do the other adults? Like, are they going to wah, 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 like the adults?
no, kids sound like that. That's the trick. That's the joke. Is that
You got to do it to the kids now, and the kids. Are,
the kids.
He's
that
like,
would
these
be perfect.
fucking kids, I can't understand a goddamn word they're saying.
I love that. That's great.
Ooh,
Good
yeah.
That would be
fucking
awesome.
grief.
Let's
Freaking
see.
Yeah, thank you.
Coughtron for $2. Thank you so much. Mandy Sutra suggestion: the Shang-Chi. No idea. LOL.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down. The shame.
Is
I'll have
that
to come up with
where-
one.
Is that where the guy boasts a big game, but then the woman ends up doing all the work in the end? Oh,
You're not far off. No joke. I was kind of thinking about that.
And she kicks you in the balls at the end, right after you finish.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Oh yeah, I heard that happened. So I guess
I've heard that.
Yeah.
and then to finish it all off, you kick your partter in the dick.
What the hell kind of
The dick.
foreplay is that? Jesus.
Kick him in the dick. Oh Lord Almighty! Xenobit is next, and yeah, we grabbed this already, but yeah, that was a reference from UHF and one of my I don't want to say my all-time favorites, but I love UHF. It's definitely a classic. And then
I think it's
Neil,
Mandy's turn.
89.
Yeah, it's Mandy.
Is it me? All right. T Neil 89 for $10. Thank you so much, Lubug. If it helps, I know you guys missed my super chat as well, but I'd assumed that was because what I said was perhaps in poor taste. Apologies if so, but I mentioned it because there may be others missing. No, we didn't see it.
Oh my God!
No. When
sorry.
you said nothing wrong, we just didn't see it.
Yeah,
I'm
it
so
didn't appear
sorry.
at all.
I don't even know why
didn't
we're
see-
like I don't even know how we could, because like I said, now that because Nina and I have stayed right on top of them too. I'm so sorry.
That's so
Tina.
crazy.
Yeah, just write it, tag it. Don't
Yeah,
don't
just
send
write it
another
in
one.
the chat and
Write it in the chat and tag one of us, and we'll see it.
Exactly.
So sorry, sorry, love.
So
You didn't
sorry
say
about
anything
that.
wrong.
No,
I don't
not that I
think.
know of. I don't
Not that I
remember
know.
even seeing one from you until now. To be honest with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is? I don't know whose turn it is.
It's Nina's
Yeah,
turn.
sorry about
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. I was looking up. To
No,
see.
you're
Okay.
fine. You're fine.
I
Dr.
didn't see one either.
Spoon. Thank you so much for the $5. Simu Liu is butthurt that women don't thirst over him like Donnie Yen being shirtless on Flashpoint.
Ooh, you got that
That's
right.
true. That's true.
That's probably true.
And
I'm like
yes,
picturing that guy
Cough-
shirtless now. Like
I
was
am.
like,
That's why I'm having a little bit of a problem focusing on the super chat right now. Coughtron for $5. Thank you so very much. Tom, talk to Andre. Either change the title or change the title. These ladies are gold. Should have a bigger audience. Serious.
I'm not sure what you mean by change the title or change the title, but I think toxic femininity fits pretty well.
And maybe the
No, I think
title
he
of the
meant-
stream.
Yeah, I think he meant like the Resurrecting, Reimagine tomorrow, DUNE news and more thing.
Oh,
think
well,
that's-
that's kind of what we talked about. I mean,
That is. That
It
is.
Yeah, sometimes
I'm
it
not
just
sure.
it's YouTube doesn't give notifications out or like
Yeah.
there's
We've
shadow
been
ban.
shadow ban for like the last ever since they've done that update in the studio.
Mhm.
We've had subscription purges, shadow bans, you name it. So the fact that these ladies have been able to pull this many viewers in is amazing. So I'm not going to knock them at all. But yeah, anything you guys can do to help get the stream out there will help. I'm not
Thank
sure
you.
what I could change the title to outside of free titties that would get more people in here. But,
Booty, booty,
Wow.
booty, 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 booty,
Everywhere.
booty,
but that would be
booty,
false
booty, booty.
advertising on the free titties part because these are not free titties.
Mm.
No, no.
You got
We
that.
charge. We
Yeah.
charge a little bit.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
These milkshakes charge.
Brings out the boys to the yard.
And they like,
And they're like,
it's better
it's better than yours.
Damn right.
Damn right.
It's
It's better than yours. Could you?
God,
They had
I'm
this
sorry. I'm
time.
flashing
See,
back
got
to
it.
dodgeball right now.
Oh, okay. We missed one. Let me grab it so we don't lose it again. From Coughtron. I see where he's put in the thing for us. We missed one from him, and it says props to Mandy's pen. Well, thank you. It's a good pen, but the fucker don't write 90% of the time. It's, you know, you get it going, and then it just fails you. It just fucking does it and just won't write. But
Let's see. We
it's
have Naked Fame for $2. Thank you. What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Heifer.
I'll have a
Fuck
lot.
is so versatile.
It literally depends on who we're talking about. Like if we're talking just a normal, cuss word, I say asshole a lot. I call almost everybody an asshole. It's a Southern thing. But I do like occasionally, if I really don't like somebody, I'll call them a cum dumpster, and that's always fun to say.
Oh my God! I've never.
That's a good. That's a good one.
That's a great one. I've never even heard.
I can't use that.
Pull that one out on special.
Wow.
That's for that's somebody's really, really, really pissed me off for me to go that route. But usually I call people assholes.
Mm-hmm. I heard about this.
This broke my heart. Mr. J,
Yeah.
thank you so much for the $5. It says on a side note, a side note, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Omar was one of the greatest characters ever written, The Wire. Definitely. I cannot agree with you more.
Oh, that was such
like Omar, he got me in the feels so many times in The Wire. He was like my favorite character in The Wire. I love The Wire. It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And this one heard definitely rest in peace. It was a really sad news.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's really sad.
Mm-hmm. Very sad.
And then Ricardo. Okay.
I think that's Lorena.
So we have Ricardo Ospina for $2. Thank you so very much. When I hear Charlie Brown, I think Kite Man.
Kite Man.
I need context.
Is that when he's like running with the kite and then he can't?
Maybe that's probably it.
That's probably
you
it.
do a lot of that.
He
Okay.
can never get the kite to fly.
There is a DC character called Kite Man. I know that.
Oh wow.
Everything bad always happened to Charlie Brown.
He couldn't catch a daggone break.
Now, did Tennille? I haven't seen it come back from Tennille yet. So I'm still
Good
waiting.
fucking grief.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back from Tennille yet in the chat. But here's the next one we got here.
From Mr. Mystery for $1.99. Thank you so much, Love Bug and Baby. Do you watch AEW? Hell yeah, boy. I'm going to watch All Out later on tonight. A friend of mine paid that big money to get it. So I'm going to go into a back room and I'm going to sneak and watch it later on. So because I heard it has a badass ending. I'm so ready for All Out.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Nice. And then Hillers Mallory, thank you so much for the $2. UHF is great. Badgers, we don't need no stinking.
You don't need no stinking.
Badgers? Did you say Badgers?
Hillis, did you put your other super chat in the chat without super
That was
chatting?
100. That was the free guy one. I think we're still waiting. We're just waiting on Tennille right now. as well.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. We have Eric Runge Madsen for 50 Danish krona, I believe. Thank you. Chan's son is arrested for running an opium den. He was arrested for someone else smoking weed in his house. It is a law from the Opium Wars.
Oh man,
Wow.
that's terrible. I did not know about
I knew it was
this.
something about to do with drugs. That's all I knew.
That is, they don't
play over there.
They don't
man.
play. They don't play with drugs
They
over there.
don't.
They really don't.
And that Opium Wars
That's horrible
thing.
though. But yeah, no, that makes absolute sense. Again, you get put up against the wall with something like a family or your job. You'll say whatever the fuck you got to. I mean, if you're human, you're gonna say whatever the fuck you got to. So makes complete sense. But that's heartbreaking. I can't imagine being a parent and being in
I
that
kind of
situation.
feel bad for Jackie now.
I do too. I do. Can you
sucks.
imagine being in that with your kid up with those,
No.
those crimes?
And I can see why you would do basically whatever.
Whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do to save your child.
His rhetoric is just like it just changed.
It did.
rapidly.
Yeah.
It was just like, what the heck is
Now
that
it's
in
like
you?
to me, like all the pieces are falling into place, and now I don't dislike him as much as I did. Now I'm like, oh,
it's kind of like, okay, I get it.
yeah.
I get it.
I'm
So-
I'm actually kind of like crossing over to sympathizing now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I mean,
oh, that
literally,
sucks.
you got to do what you got to do for your kids. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is. If they need a body hidden, You bury in the body and you
do what
drive
you
in.
gotta do.
Yeah, you looking up places that have non-extradital fucking laws and getting your kid there. So
exactly.
yeah.
Man, Mandy's a hardcore mom.
We did miss
man.
one from Coughtron earlier. I found it here.
Oh,
Okay,
yay!
great.
But I thought we read this one, I guess. But he maybe missed it because I could have swore we read this. It says props on Marcy and yeah, God, totally love peanuts. I thought we read that one.
Yeah, I read
thought
that
we
one.
did.
Yeah, I did. I read that
Oh,
one.
sorry, love bug.
He must not have heard it. So yeah, otherwise
Yeah.
I'm still just waiting on Tennille. I haven't seen Tennille pop back up again yet.
Come back to Neil. Tell
Yeah,
us.
and then we've got one that just popped up from Xenobit here.
Is that me?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, Xenobit for $2. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Have you read the SJW book To Serve the Audience? I have not. I try not to read any of their bullshit. So I personally haven't. Have you ladies read that?
Xenobit, is that a joke off of To Serve Man?
Oh my God. That's funny. If it
There-
is, that's funny.
exactly To Serve the Audience. It's a cookbook.
It's
yeah.
a cookbook.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay,
That's
yeah,
why I
Lorena
was
got
like,
it.
that sounds familiar.
No, I can think about
Okay.
that Simpsons episode.
I did
Yes.
buy a World of Warcraft.
But that is from
cookbook.
Twilight Zone originally.
It is, yes. It is.
I do. I recommend the World of Warcraft cookbook.
I always
It was
forget
good.
that too. I always yell at people when they forget that shit too. But all right, I'm not seeing Tennille. Hopefully Tennille didn't leave.
He got pissed at you, Tom, and left. So fuck this.
I don't.
Fuck
I
this guy.
swear. I know we missed a few here, which I'm really sorry, and I'm very upset at myself for missing. But we did try to do our best to catch them all. Other than
They're
that,
like
I don't
Pokemon.
remember seeing one from Tennille before that either. So.
I don't
we
either, but
didn't
I
go
spend most
through.
of my time in the private chat. So
Well,
I miss a lot.
Nina's been right on top of a lot of them tonight too. So I
has.
can't believe
She's
we
been
missed
awesome.
any of them.
Yeah, it's weird that we missed it. I really
Yeah, I know,
thought
right?
they were. I don't know. We were like, we were doing some of them twice.
A lot of them twice. Yeah.
Face is covered. Exactly.
Look, Dark King's that way too. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm out. Y'all suck at reading my super chats. Y'all go fuck yourselves.
I'm really sorry though. Well,
We are. We apologize.
You know, we're human. You know, we're not.
Yeah.
you know,
If we miss one, just add us. You know.
Yeah, we're human, and
Exactly. Yes, I freaking love the Twilight Zone.
I love the Twilight Zone.
I got one more super chat here from Xenobit. Says X and Y chromosomes. From now on, Latinx means female and Latin Y means well.
Oh my
God.
Stop giving them ideas, for God's
I'm telling
sake.
y'all, I refuse to
do
do
that.
that stupid shit because it don't make no goddamn sense. I'm not doing it.
Hillis remembered his other super chat. Says I remember now. I'm going to see Dune now. It has Batista in it and can't be that bad.
I like Batista.
I hope they make him fly because Baron Harkonnen is supposed to fly. So I
really did kind of enjoy that behind the scenes thing I saw. So
Hey, T-Deal's back.
There we
He's
go.
come back to us.
Yay, he's here.
Oh, you didn't have to.
You didn't have to super chat it, but thank you.
And then we got another one from Coughtron here first. Let's grab this one. Ladies, you're always a pleasure. Love the chemistry, knowledge, and insight you always provide. And Tom.
Aw, thank you.
Well, I fucked up enough tonight, so thank you. I deserve that. Tennille, thank you again. You didn't have to re-super chat, as I said. You just had to add us and let me know what you said. Says, let me try again. I'd say saying Reimagine tomorrow has been improved. It's still like saying of all the places I've ever been kidnapped to, Treblinka had the nicest trees or something like that.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That-
right.
Yeah. We guess that's exactly the sentiment. That's exactly it.
And
You
again,
know?
I'm
Nailed it.
sorry,
Nailed
Tennille. We tried to keep up on the super chats tonight. I don't remember seeing one from you before, so very sorry.
That was beautifully written, though.
Yeah. No way we would have ignored that if we
No,
yeah,
that is not at all. I
Nothing wrong with that
I
one.
said
That's
come
dead
down
on.
to earlier.
Go through this time.
You're
so
good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I said come Dunster earlier. You're good, love.
Yeah,
you
you said
can't.
come Dunster.
You're not gonna offend us, I assure you. But you guys, it is time. We are closing down. But y'all need a Mandy Sutra.
Hey,
All right,
So,
hit us with it.
all right, you guys ready?
Let's do this.
All right.
Do this.
This one is called the Transformer. Okay. That's when you slap her ass and say Autobots. Then ask for it and roll out. And you quickly tap it and then bail on her. You got to leave. That's key. Tap it, leave, right? And don't come home until she has you a sandwich ready for you, which is the sandwich of leadership, because you are Puss Master Optimus Prime.
I am the ultimate pussy master.
There you go.
Optimus Prime.
There you go. So you guys try it. Get you a sandwich out of it. Make sure you yell Autobots and ask for them and roll out. So tap
Autobots,
it, leave.
roll out. I'm going to enjoy this lovely slab of meat while you enjoy my Optimus Prime steak.
Yeah, there you guys go. Next week, I will introduce you guys to the Double Dragon and the Shang-Chi. Don't worry, I will have you two.
Double.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll get double.
So the next time I go on the Transformers ride at Universal and I say Autobots, it's going to be your fault, man.
And I will laugh so hard when you do it, especially if you go ask for him and roll out. It'll be great. It'll be fucking great. So, yeah. And yeah, so you got to, exactly, you guys. I noticed y'all were noticing there is a theme and leaving a lot. That's because if you hang around, these bitches are going to be asking you for shit. They're going to be wanting snuggle. You got to leave. You got to leave them hoes. You got to leave them sitting there wanting
You're not
more.
married.
You always got to leave them wanting more, too.
You got to leave them wanting more. Yeah. So you got to show them. You got to be like, look, I just gave you this really good dong, but no, I'm going out. You sit there and you deal with that. And that's how it works. You're the fucking man.
You sit there and think about what just happened.
Yeah, you sit there and think about what I just did to you. That's what you want them to do. That's what you want.
It better be freaking good. That's all I'm saying. If it's forgettable, it's just like, no, just roll out and stay
it's humorous to us if they do a really bad job. They're like, I'm out of here. And you sit there and think, God damn, he thought he did something. And then you get a good note.
I mean, if it wasn't good, you'd be like, yeah, good. Don't come back.
Don't come back. I'm good. Don't come.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Shake it, don't break it. It took your mama 9 months to make it.
Naked Fame, thank you so much for the $10. Says first $10 super chat. Oh, yay!
Thank you.
I rarely work on Mondays, and Toxic Femme keeps me away from the bar and spending too much. Okay, that's good. We've stopped you from drinking. Even though I spend a bunch here. Love you all. Love you, chat. It's my birthday on the 8th. Oh, yay!
Happy early birthday.
In advance.
Oh, and thank you so much for that super chat. And I'm hoping you're naked right now because you always say you're naked, but I don't know. I don't know. I really want you to be naked.
You know when he was naked on his birthday, because birthday.
Yeah, Mandy, I saw that.
Poor Coughtron.
Oh, okay. Coughtron for $2. Lord Mandy, I'm going to be alone for it. You're not alone. You got me. You got me. I'm the greatest wingman ever. I'm helping you. I'm going to help you get some. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you.
If anybody can, it's Mandy.
It's me. It's me. I'll turn them hoes out for you. Don't worry.
Another one for Mandy here from Raymond Hoy.
Oh, okay. Raymond Hoey for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Mandy, you just gave new meaning to the question, who disrupts my coronation?
What in coronation is all that? I say all that noise out here.
Oh, no, he didn't use the foghorn leghorn voice.
I said I sure did.
My God, I love him. He's my favorite Looney Tunes.
That boy,
that boy
limits of my medication.
He's my favorite Looney Tune. Him and the Martian guy.
Oh,
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah, Marvin the Martian.
Sweet.
Oh, goody.
Oh my God.
They're the best.
Oh God.
I love the Looney Tunes.
Oh, they're freaking awesome.
Gubbity. That's all, folks. On that note.
Indeed, it is.
You guys have been amazing tonight.
Hey,
We love you.
Super chats, you guys. We love the support. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You are very welcome, Naked Fame.
Naked Fame. I hope on the 8th you have like the most fantastic day, full of cake and love and health and all that good stuff.
Happy birthday, Naked Fame. But I said Lara's right. I said that boy is about as sharp as a bowling ball. No edges.
Oh man.
My goodness.
Oh.
Wait, Naked Fame is telling us to read something.
I'm trying to see what he's wanting me to read.
The Perdita. I don't know what that is, but
I don't either.
I have no idea what a Perdita is.
Fuck.
The hell is a Perdita?
I have no idea.
Stick your foot in your mouth, your head up your ass, and get shafted by the fans. So I'm assuming that's somebody's name.
Oh, is that because of Gone Girl?
Oh my god.
I don't know, but oh god, I have no idea. I know that's one of the dogs in 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, that's the only Perdita I know.
No, that is his Mandy Sutra. That's not only is that in the book, that's definitely in the book.
Definitely in the book. No backsies on that one.
No backsies. Yeah,
talking about a gremlin who's googly eyed and crazy as shit, whose only sole purpose to be in this movie is to be goofy as hell. It's in the movie.
Oh, Daniela Perdita.
Daniela, that is where you stick your foot in your mouth.
Oh.
And then anything else you do is like throw in a hot dog in the hallway.
The new Faye chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh. She's got she has loose values and loose crevices is what she described it.
She got a cave down there.
She's it's you get an echo. Echo.
Shit gets lost in there, apparently. That's messed
up. It does. A lot of things get lost in there.
All right.
Lord have mercy.
Always say something more that we'll regret. I think we should Nina, anything you quickly want to plug before we go?
Wait, what day is it? I don't know what's going on. Okay, Wednesday. I think we're gonna be back, John and I, for Infinite Talk. So, oh no, wait, never mind. That's next week. I'll be hanging out with somebody awesome on Breaking the Narrative on Wednesday. So come and hang out with me Wednesday night. We're gonna talk about some crazy politics and all the stuff that's happening in our world. We'll be breaking it down. So thank you guys. See you Wednesday.
She does. And yeah, you guys.
What happened? I didn't catch it.
They said that she has a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And it is true.
We did talk about that.
We did. And let's see, for me, please go check out my book, Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. It is now available on Indiegogo. Buy my book. So if you like big titty vampires, definitely hit up that book because it is amazing. And also, let's see, I have Mark Poulton coming to my channel tomorrow at 6 Eastern. And we're going to talk about his new book. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to harass the fuck out of him is basically how he's shy. So I make sure that I aggravate the ever living shit out of him. So I'm going to teach him how to talk like me. Mm-hmm. So it should be really, really fun. Y'all can watch Mark Poulton learn how to use my accent because I've been practicing my northern accent. He needs to practice his southern one.
Oh, okay. I so can't wait to get my copy.
I'm doing
I can't freaking wait to get my copy. It's gonna be awesome.
And yeah, other than that, just hit me up at my YouTube channel. It's Mandy Summers. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, MySpace at Wart the Wizard. Just hit me up. I do stuffs. I'm busy. Busy girl. Get shit done. I'm waiting on somebody else to say something.
All right. No, actually, I'm about to. I had to pull up my schedule so I don't freaking miss.
You're doing that. Coughtron sent in another super chat. Thank you so much, Coughtron. Says, you girls laughing at anything, even my truth, brings a tear and a smile to any guy. Whatevs.
Oh, thank you so much, Coughtron. I appreciate that. Well, folks, I've got a crazy packed week. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern for my after school special show that I host with Fat Steven Seagal, Undoomed is going to be my guest.
How fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to interviewing him, just basically, talking about how he clowns the stupidity that's out there on his channel. So that's going to be great. And of course, at 8:30 over on the Gospel According to Mark with the C's channel, the Dark Council, of course, will be held. So please do check me out over there. And the rest of the guys
Mark.
on the Dark Council, he's awesome. He knows where the private chat is now. So he can't lie and say he doesn't know he knows where the private chat is.
He'll never live that down.
No, he won't at all. Let's see. And of course, Thursday, 7 p.m. I'll be on Justin's Proper's channel for This Week in BS. And on Friday at 12 noon, of course, is the lunch table. Kaylee D, who is a huge supporter of Gina Carano,
Kaylee.
will be on my channel. So I'm looking forward to interviewing her then. And then on Saturday at 6 p.m., Culture Casino and I are going to be holding a theme park chat specific for Disney, helping you learn how to book your Disney trip online. And we have a bunch of budget saving tips and tricks for you. So please do check all of that out. And as always, thank you guys so much for supporting us here on the channel. We so appreciate all your support.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you, Cough John, for your $2 super
Yes.
chat. Says take care all.
You're on a smiley
Thank
face.
you.
And we're feeling the love from the chat. Everybody's saying it was a great show. And I want to thank you. And hopefully you did have a great show. Hopefully for the last, almost 4 hours, we'd have at least made you laugh, made you forget about stuff in the real world, because we know right now with the way shit's going for everybody, and especially down in certain areas that are being hit hard by like storms and hurricanes and shit like that. I mean, man, our heart goes out to you guys. We've talked to a lot of people who are in the thick of it all. In fact, Mike, Mexican Iron Man, just went to help out another viewer, Pat S, recently, who's dealing with a lot of shit, drove quite a ways to help him out. So yeah, I mean, we're doing our best if we can. If you guys know anybody who needs any help or gets word out there, as long as you can verify it, we'll definitely do what we can to get the word out there, to do our best to help out. So yeah, again, hopefully everybody did have a great time tonight, and that's the most we can hope for, is to entertain you guys for a few hours. And
and hopefully you guys know how to give your lady a dickin' now.
Yeah, well,
go give her that
teaching
sweet
ya.
dickin'. Mm-hmm.
Roll out.
Oh shit. Oh, night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
One more $2 in the chat and says take care all. So with that,
thank you.
We're gonna say
Hey.
and good night, of course.
Love you.